Heck yeah. All right.
Hello, everyone. The time for an interview has come.
Hello.
And today I'm interviewing Akeyseia, or Akey.
The one and only.
Indeed.
Hiyo. Let's see. Hi, guys.
Oh, yes. Oh, Mommy Mortem, thank you for the follow.
Heck yeah. Well deserved. Hiyo.
Hello.
I hope you're
Hello.
doing good. It's a splendid day for a stream, wouldn't you say? Huh?
Yes.
How are you, Shadow?
I am very well. I am doing very good.
Nice. Are you ready to be interviewing, I suppose?
Indeed. Ever since we first
Heck
talked about
yeah.
this, I've been ready. And now I'm even more ready.
All right. I mean, this has been in the making for quite some time, actually, so I am hype as frick about this.
Yes. So, as you know from the title, the one in focus today will be Akeyseia, who I will be asking a bunch of questions to, and she will be answering, of course.
Will I?
I
don't
hope
know.
so.
Did we discuss these details? I'm not sure I want to anymore. Oh, darn. We have to cancel. No.
Oh, sorry, guys. Interview's over. Turns out she doesn't want to answer questions.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Yay, of course. Of
Oh,
course.
what? Was I joking?
Mm.
Mm.
Well. Enough about that. How about you give a short introduction, Akey?
Well, that's kind of like difficult to do, but I suppose if you would boil it down, I am Akeyseia, or Key, or whatever you want to call me, really. I am a VTuber bunny playing a lot of like games and stuff, and sometimes I draw and have shenanigans. Okay, so chaos isn't really too far from me, but you know, I pull a lot of things, and people usually enjoy being around, so that's super cool. Hi, El.
Yes, hello, El. Yes, I can confirm that. I most definitely enjoy being around.
Yeah,
during your streams and, of course, elsewhere where you are.
Yeah, it's been kind of like a sad times because when I was gone, I was missing everyone so much. Even if it wasn't for that long, it's like it's been forever since my last stream. So this is sort of like an exclusive startup for whatever I was through, and came back here. You know, I have stories for
you. Yes. Speaking of which, I have caught word that you were recently on a vacation. Would you mind telling us a bit about that?
I was in Greece for a week, and I was invited with, so I didn't plan for this vacation, so to speak, so I was just invited to come with, and of course I said yes, if that makes sense. And there was sun, everything was perfect, but there were a few things that was happening during the vacation, right? So what happened the very first day was that when we got on our flight, it was around like 3 hours or something. I was kind of bored, and I brought my tablet, iPad, whatever you call it. It's kind of like one of those with a pen and everything. And we were about to leave the plane, so you couldn't have anything in your lap, so you had to put it in the pouch on the seat in front of you. I put it I had it like on my roommate's like lap. I was going with his family, so we had fun and stuff. But he put it in front of him, and I had my stuff in front of me, like a charger and stuff. But then when we got up, I got my stuff, and then I didn't notice that he kind of like forgot that thing, that tiny little detail. So we got out of the flame from there and just went straight through the airport. So when we arrived at the hotel, I was asking like, "Hey, did you see my tablet somewhere? I can't find it." And I just see the look of despair like hitting, and I'm realizing at this point that yeah, it was left on the plane.
Oh no. Oh
So
no.
I spent the entire weekend without being able to draw at all, and essentially just sitting there waiting for stuff to happen. And it was fun, but I couldn't keep my mind off that part quite all the time. So on the final day, we were to check on the airport when we came back, and they were terrible. The service at the airport for lost and found items were terrible.
Oh no.
We came in there the first day after we actually went there, and they weren't at the like place they were supposed to be, so it was closed even though it said it was supposed to be open. And the last day they were there, but there was no one in the office, so we had to wait around a while. And then when they finally came, they were like, yeah, I have colleague, they will help you in next building, go to next building please. Very, very annoyed. And I don't know what made that happen, but we didn't just ask, and we went there, and the security officer on the other side kind of got sus about us because they didn't get any message and no one was there for us waiting. So we went back, and then the lady that helped us was gone. And so it was like, yeah, I don't want you here. I just want to fool you away so that we can't... I can't have responsibility in this and whatever. And then another security guard like asked if we were going onto a different plane, but we were asking like if our stuff was here. So we were like, no, screw it. We have too little time left. We have to get on the plane. Got on there and asked the flight personnel, and they said that they didn't leave anything at the airport there in Greece. So we were kind of relieved about that because that meant it was at least not in the bad service terminal, so we didn't leave it there. However, it might be in another country because they were flying back to Sweden without any passengers, which means that no one could have gone in the meantime. But it could have flown to the next destination the plane had, which I don't remember what it was. But we got back to the airport, and everything was delayed too, so we were super tired and everything. And we were waiting for our bags, and what happened then was essentially that we got them like half an hour later, all the bags and everything, and we get out and go straight to the information desk. And we asked the lady there, hey, did you see this item? And they're looking for something else because someone else on the trip also kind of lost their sunglasses on the first day. But they were dropped on the airport itself, so they were there, but my tablet was nowhere to be seen. So they said, unfortunately not, but hey, go and check with bag service. They usually have a different pool of items, and it might be stuck there, so have a look at least. And we go back and ring the bell because we can't go through the doors. So we rang twice, or I did at least, and then when they picked up, I was like, hello, hi, this is my name and this is my seat number. I forgot, and I didn't even end the sentence when they said, a sampling tablet? Yeah, in rose gold? Question mark? I'm like, yes, that's the one! And she's like, hang on, I'll get there. And we were waiting there for what feels like forever. But a minute later, walks through the door and like shows me the tablet in question, and I'm like, yes, that's it, that's the one. Holy crap, you're my savior. And she was like, yeah, I saw it was very pretty and it probably worth a bunch too, so you had paid a fee to get it out, like a hefty sum to just get it out of the airport terminal thingies where they get lost items in, and then take a fee for it. So she saved it specifically because she saw, the flight attendant saw that she was gonna work the day that we came back to. So she had to put it in a safe place for me for a week and hope that we'd get back in touch so that she could leave it to me. And I was so happy. She even told me to get a lottery ticket because that's not something that usually happens either. And I think that was probably the moment where the trip became like perfect in all in all. Ends well, that goes well, I guess. I don't know how it is, but yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's so nice to hear that she did that for you.
Yeah, right? I feel very special, and the kindness of the personnel, 10 out of 10. So remember, if you're flying to Sweden, the personnel is very good, very helpful, and 10 out of 10 very poggers. So you don't have to worry about a thing. Anywhere else, I can't speak for that, but the airport that we were at that wasn't great. But they all know English here, so it's gonna be fine. If you lose anything, you have a big chance to get it back. Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So you enjoyed your vacation overall?
Well, yeah, if you saw your Twitter during the time, I was sending like pictures of my drinks. I was trying something new each day, and it was so cool to see the bars and everything at night. I enjoyed my time a whole lot. It was super cool. And generally, I haven't been on like a sunny vacation in forever. Like, we're talking at least 10, 12 years or something. I was really, really small. Last time I went somewhere where there was like a hotel and sunny and stuff, I guess. I even got a bit of a sunburn too,
wow.
which was great. But yeah, now the itchiness of like all the freaking sun's marks, whatever. I don't know. It's like a eczema. What's the freaking word?
Eczema?
I don't know. But yeah, it was that bad because I got pretty burnt. I am like a ghost, so it takes a while. Well, honestly, everyone else was in the sun and got a tan except for me. I am the only one who's still like very pale, and it's not really for any particular reason. I was out in the sun for as long time as anyone else was. And I didn't get a tan. It doesn't even show that I've been away on like a sunny trip or anything. I look so pale still. I'm still even paler than some of my friends here in Sweden. What the fuck?
Let's see what else happened. Let's go. That's awesome. Gotta stay white and pale.
Yeah, right.
Right, and there was some redeems. A stretch.
Oh, sorry. I missed the redeems. I'm so sorry, Al. Stretch.
And hydrate.
And hydrate. I'm gonna drink. Yeah. Zippy.
Gotta stay white and pale. What do you mean? More like you gotta get that farmer's tan, you know.
Oh yeah, I was trying to avoid that.
Tanned on one side, pale as fuck on the other.
Yeah. Fun fact: the bikini on the picture that I had as a holiday card is the same one I use. So I had tan lines from that. So it's pink with white stripes, or white with pink stripes? Question.
Because I remember a few years back, well, I think it was, I don't remember the exact year. I was out, I think I was out quite a bit in the sun during that summer. And I got a tan on the upper sides of my arms, and the undersides of my arms were white almost.
Bruh. I feel like chalk, you know.
I think even earlier this year, I looked at my arms and I noticed the shifting tan, or however to call it, the upper sides of my arms were a bit dark, a slight bit darker than the underside. So,
bruh. Well, people tell me that I'm pale because I stay indoors. Now I actually have proof that's not the case. I mean, especially parents in general of my friends that are like, you're indoor way too much, which isn't usually wrong, but I'm like, yeah, well, I do go out too, you know? But I'm still paler than most people, and I don't know why. I guess it's the pigments, supposedly.
Speaking of like staying indoors or going outdoors, like the summer of 2018.
Yeah. Hi, Liv.
Hello, Liv. Like that summer, it didn't matter if you were outside or inside because it got very warm regardless.
Yeah, I actually got a AC cooling unit now, so I think I am prepared for summer. We just got it now, and it's really nice. I was turning it off when you were when we started calling, but because it's kind of loud. But yeah.
Yeah, like and like speaking of like ACs and all, like it's gonna be so nice because I will be working in a shop or store this summer, and it's nice and cool in there.
Yeah.
And I spend all the working hours indoors, so so even if it gets like very warm outside, it will be nice and cool inside.
Yeah, just going to Akey and it's all good. Also, bye, Al. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah.
It's hot. Oh,
It's
wait.
too hot.
It depends on where you're talking, because like I suppose that different regions, at least of Sweden, have different levels of heat, and it really depends. I was greeted by rain when I come back, and I was like, "Yeah, I appreciate rain because I haven't been seeing rain for like a week or so, and I think it's cozy. I actually appreciate the place I live a heck of a lot more now because it's not like heat stroke hot all the time."
Yeah, like we Swedes, like if it gets like 20, like over 25 degrees or something, we just
Yeah, right.
perspire in the heat.
That. I'll bow out, but now, sir, I would not mind having less heat, please. It's gonna be so much sun in this summer, I hope, because like usually it's we have a saying, summer is only for a day. You know the song. Sommaren är kort. Du, du, du. Det mesta regnar bort. Du, du.
Yeah.
So yeah. I suppose that's true, right? And soon it's Midsummer's Eve, guys.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
I have to get flowers and stuff. At least for this model, so we can celebrate it properly. I don't know what I'll be doing that day, but if there's no celebration on my end, I might be streaming. So we can celebrate online. Why not?
Indeed.
The best part is probably the strawberries with cream. I think that's like the best thing because this. I was actually used to sell some strawberries outside of like a grocery shop. I think it was like 2 years ago. And because of that, I know when the strawberries are at their best, and I can tell you with full confidence that around Midsummer's Eve, like the week that it is the best week for strawberries because they're the best sweetness and everything. So, so good.
Nice, nice, nice. Tasty strawberries.
Yes. I usually prefer raspberries, but strawberries, they at their best, they are really freaking good.
Yep. Let's just hope that the summer treats us well this year.
I think so. I mean, if we have ray of sunshines like you, we're probably blessed.
Ah, my God, Akey.
Of course. And I'll take another hydrate for myself. Just hang on.
And just for those words, you get this.
Bruh! Let's hope it's nothing cursed. If it's one of those, oh boy. Oh, it's that one. I can see it on stream now. Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. My moment of comedy. I have like 3 clips of that moment. It's so good though. More backstory to that, if you didn't know, it was like one of the times where I thought I put on the audio, but I didn't. So I started singing without it and made it so much better.
Oh. Oh, that's great. That's great.
It's a mix of all these moments when you're streaming, right? You do things and things doesn't always work out the way you intended to, but when I noticed it, I started like laughing out loud so hard because I was like, no, that was not what I intended, but hey, okay, fine.
So we've gotten to hear a bit about your vacation, and we've gotten to talk a bit about like the summer and the heat and like the strawberries and all that. How about another question? What led you into VTubing?
Interestingly enough, that part came like I suppose I was introduced to it by a few friends who was watching like a few big VTubers at the time. And I was thinking it was looking cool and I wanted to make a model, right? And another friend actually got into it. So I said, hey, let's do it together. And if you want to know who that friend is, it's Dunkero. I don't think he streams that much anymore, but we used to do a few collabs like with Pokemon Black and White. And we kind of like did that, and I really fell for it at that point. So I started to just go more and more into it and dedicate some time of my day just to have something in between. Because a lot of things I was doing at the time was kind of samey, and having the interaction element of like Twitch and stuff really made it super fun to just get in there. And it didn't matter if it was like one viewer, which was myself. I felt like just talking and expressing myself at the time was really enough. And now I have so many friends so that I always have someone to talk to, which is awesome, honestly.
Let's see here. And a follow-up question to that is how long have you been a VTuber? Remember, all these questions are just for the sake of for the viewers, for any viewers of this to find out more about you.
Let's see. I guess by this month it is around 7 months, right? At the end of this one. So we have been going for a while, but I haven't really been pushing like myself to stream every day and just to go for like, okay, let's go with followers and stuff. I've been doing it like as a side thing where I just have fun and do whatever I want. Hi, Kobu!
Hello, Kobu. Hello, Kobu. How are you? How are you doing, Kobu? How are you doing?
But overall, yeah, it's been great experience for me to just go for it, and I've been doing it in my pace for these past months. But I'm thinking in the summer I'll stream a heck of a lot more and do some commissions even maybe. Oh, no worries about arriving late. What are you talking about, Kobu?
Exactly, and no worries there, Kobu. Like any parts you miss, you can catch up on later on the VOD.
Happy to see you too, my friend.
Yes, it's good to see you, Kobu.
So, exclusive first time stream while I'm back to Shadow. It's because Shadow is poggers, and I've been very excited, like, for a long time for this to happen. We have been talking about it back and forth, but really, for as long as I've been VTubing, just about, right? I think you found my channel, like, the second week I started out, and you were like, oh, another Swedish VTuber, and I'm like, heck yeah!
Well, found or found. I was watching Helix, one of his streams, and at the end of it he rated you, and that's how I came into contact with you.
Oh my god, you're right. So that was actually a kind of fun thing too, that I just started my Twitter, and I think I started VTubing at the exact same time as Helix. So what happened was he found my channel just randomly, and ever since, good friendships has happened. So it's good to just stick around. Helix does all the networking for me. Everyone I get to know through him has been absolutely amazing, and that includes you, Kobu. Okay.
And that wasn't the last question, of course, about VTubing.
Oh, go for it.
What VTubers do you look up to? Is a question of interest for
I mean,
many.
there's a few actually, and I remember I was looking up to you, Helix, and after that I had like a bit there where I was starting to discover some VTubers on my own, and I think one of them that I really looked up to and thought that no, impossible that I could get to know this individual was it's Noboru. Haven't been streaming for a while either, but super lovely, and been helping me with bunch of things, whether it comes to like either just networking, marketing, or whatever I ask. It's like really good support.
Yeah.
And as a friend and the best wifey, yes, I think I look up to Yandere also because it's so cute and amazing. Honestly, it's hard picking one, and I'd say that like each and every friend of mine has inspired me in one way or another. So it's not like I'm picking favorites. It's mostly the names that pops up first into my small brain.
Yeah, I get that. Like,
you're amazing, Kobo.
Indeed. Yeah, Kobo, you're amazing too.
But yes, that's probably the answer to have. Like, Noboru specifically was one of the ones I never thought I would become close friend with. And get so much help from to begin with, because to me they looked so professional. So I'd say if there's one to stick out from the crowd, it's probably him.
Wait, let's see here. I was just thinking of what's Noboru's Twitch username?
It's Noboru.
Oh, right.
So it's nothing. It's nothing like in the name. It's just together. It's Noboru. Should be. Or I hope I'm not wrong. It's Noboru. Yeah. Here we go. I can link you a copy. Here you go. Oh, oops, that was the wrong link. Why I kind of like did a Control V on that one, but there here.
Oh, right.
So there we go.
So we do.
A lovable slime, I'd say. I'm taking a stretch for myself. Yes.
Yep, and anyone, and because he said that he stands out particularly, he do this.
A nice freaking shout out. Heck yeah! Reminds me, I have to get back to him about, like, he needed some help with his stuff, so I'm gonna do him a solid and do that. I can see it on screen.
That seems like just some random like clip, like it seemed to be just like something completely like random, like someone just added like one of those like automatic like clips that happen when people click the clip button but don't actually like save the clip.
Oh yeah,
it
right.
Seems because yeah, it seemed that it wasn't doing like anything like particularly, clippable.
Yeah, I mean, I have had those too. I usually make a habit of trying to filter those out because it happens, but sometimes I miss them. And when people shout out and get one of those videos, I like, okay,
Mm.
this is nothing, and it wasn't that particularly funny either. It's actually been one of those occurrences though that when I had one of my chaotic clips, like the one that I think is most viewed, which is the Yu-Gi-Oh clip where I'm cosplaying as Kaiba at the moment and just doing my thing going off the rails. A VTuber said like, "Okay, we're gonna be good friends. You come and collab with me, please." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So that
That's
was
fun.
pretty hilarious.
Oh yeah.
So I think that that's one of the fun parts when you're actually sorting through your clips and get something really funny.
Mm.
But it only happens sometimes, and I could say that like every stream is equally. Yeah, this is one of those kind of like ish random clips, but it actually becomes sort of funny too. I suppose I remember something happening here, but I can't remember what exactly. It's been a while, and I can't have sound on your stream, but it's only because I would hear myself and then I would stop talking every other second because I want to listen and then talk.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's just see here. Oh, right. What impact has VTubing had on you?
Oh, for one, I think my general linguistics when it comes to like speaking English has been improved. I had a teacher go and tell me like, "Are you from like an English-speaking country, like U.S. or Britain or anything or something?" Because you're really good at speaking English, and I didn't tell him I was streaming at all. And that's one of the things I think has improved. Another one is just generally doing small talk and being able to, like generally talk about everything and nothing in a sort of like casual way, where before I could be like, so what now? Well, I don't know. I had a coffee, and that's nice. Or it's more like less timid and more, hey, let's go,
Oh yeah, let's go.
let's go, let's go, and actually be a bit funny too. It's not like yeah. So today we are visiting the regions of Africa. We can see on our right side there's an animal. It's called a lion, I think. If you saw Lion King, you'd recognize that Simba is having like one of the stripes on his forehead. And yeah, they don't have those in real life now. And to your left, you can see a snake. Ow, owie, ow, ow! I got bit.
Yeah, because like the I think the reason I have this question here is like because I think that for many VTubing has been quite impactful for them in one way or other.
Yeah, I kind of got to learn a bit more about myself and where I have my stance on things just by not thinking before I speak. And I guess the like seeing my general like art skill around like anime characters as well, because I wasn't really drawing that many anime characters before, and believe it or not, so just cracking my hand at a totally different style that I'm used to and making it my own has been also a journey I've been through too. Just designing Akey was kind of a thing I did before, but it has had a lot of changes too. Even now, I'm kind of like debating on a few things, but I'm thinking I'm pretty happy on that part. And if anything, I want to edit her or in third person like this. I want to edit this model I'm using right now on stream, so it will be kind of like hi, hello, this is how you do things. Looks cool, right? But yeah, and also having critical friends too, I guess that like, okay, so you're streaming and you're essentially lying to people about who you are because you are hiding behind a model, but I'd say that me and my online thing here with Akey is very close to what I am, so I wouldn't really say it's like that either.
Mm.
But I can understand the sentiment of like you're too weak and you're not like strong enough to show yourself on camera. Well, sure. I just find it more entertaining and more artistically challenging to have something like this that actually demands you to have some sort of skill
Mm.
if you want to do everything on your own, and or not don't like if you don't want to pour a lot of money in for someone else to do it, you have to do it yourself, right?
Yep.
So that part is what I enjoy. It's not the fact itself. It's like lying or cosplaying or doing something. I think the two individuals, you if you'd put me in my personal life and me as like a here right now, is not that different really. It's a lot with the mix of the two, and it's even bled into my life. Whereas I'm saying poggers randomly, and people don't really get it.
I mean, like,
So yeah,
like
that's the thing.
there is like this whole thing with like you are like you're a different like person like depending on like in which context you're in.
I mean,
They
we
say.
all really adapt, right? So if you're with friend group who doesn't really know what that is, it's of course you're not gonna spam them with like
Yeah.
Twitch stuff, but it's bleeding through to my life sometimes, so people get confused. I think that's funny, but on the other hand, maybe that's not like their sort of comedy. And I would argue that we all put on masks no matter where we are, unless we're completely alone. Like you know yourself best, right? And if you're over at like someone's house, you're not gonna be the same you that you are when you're about to go sleep, right? And it doesn't really matter where, how, or when. It's just gonna be like that because you adapt to the situation or context that you're in. So again, I don't think it's necessarily different. It's a lot of the same and a mix of the two sometimes. It's not black and white.
Yeah.
Real life is a lot more grayish than that.
But like case in point, I think that many there are no I don't have any like proof of that or anything, but I have kind of this like feeling that that this is the case, and that's that many VTubers feel that they can be more themselves like online as like on as like their VTuber, but like if you get if you get what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I mean, in personality, that you can go all out with who you actually are in a sense, because if people don't like it, it's not you specifically getting roasted. It's like what you're putting out there in personality, and I believe in like if anything, I'm selling my personality more than actually anything else, because I don't believe that you have to link it to anything in particular.
Yeah.
But I understand, on the other hand, how people would feel like cheated if that's the case. I don't know. I feel that it's like up to the individual to decide that. I mean, for me specifically, as it is now, after all I've learned about Twitch, I don't think I necessarily have to be a VTuber to keep streaming and be myself. But that took like a bit of developing too, and I think if I didn't do it, I wouldn't be able to. But I like this right now as I have it, but if there would be like a face reveal and I would do that sort of kind of thing where I sit and actually real life stream sometime, or I'm tired of this or whatever we call it, I would be probably fine with that at that point. But then it's also a conscious decision, because now I've been working so long with like doing all these designs and stuff, and if I do decide that I want to do something different, I'll get that at that point, I guess. But we're talking like way ahead because I'm having way too much fun.
Yep. Yeah, but like speaking there of that, like you mentioned the whole like face reveal thing, and like I also think that for many, like I'm not saying, of course, not like it's not all, because we know for a fact that have been VTubers that have done like the face reveals and all, but like I think that for many, like the whole reason, one of the reasons why they are VTubing is like the whole anonymity aspect of it, in that like sure, like when you're like very like small on like Twitch or YouTube or wherever you're streaming to, like it might not be like it might not like like, because like, well, many people won't like exactly recognize you like on the street at that point.
Yeah,
But like,
that's kind of like the part that's kind of like stopping me from doing that sort of thing, because
mm,
I like having privacy in my real life and just being able to decide what I want to share and what not.
yeah,
Because one part that may or may not scare me is that like someone would be able to look exactly up where I live and do stuff just based on how I look, right?
yeah,
Because people are amazing. That's why I'm saying chat rules. Because you're awesome and can do all these things, sure. But it's also the part that scares me, because I know that even without that, someone will probably be able to find whatever I am
yeah,
at some point anyway. And I don't know. It's just nicer to have that. And if I choose to share something private, like this is actually something I have, and this is not something I have done or did, or these people are people I know, and this is not. It's not the same, right? So I feel like that power to choose whatever you want to tell people is the part of the fun, and that you can actually be something that you want to be instead of something that you are. In
yeah.
that sense, I mean, who wouldn't want to be like freaking Naruto with powers or stuff like that? So really, it's all about like having fun with it too. So yeah, there's a lot of parts to it.
Yeah, it's like one can say, like VTubing is a form of expressing yourself
Yeah.
in a way in which you don't show your face.
Yeah. Well, it's also
You use
part of
a
that.
different representation of yourself.
Yeah, and if people would meet me to hollowing out, or that I do something dumb, which isn't really far fetched at all, I wouldn't be as embarrassed as I would be, or like feeling like it's a personal attack or anything, which I've been tending to do way in the past. Now I have kind of worked through that, but if it were to happen, I think I'd feel it way more if I were directly connected, because then it is personal, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's also kind of like a thing, I'd suppose.
Oh, right. Any bits of backstory for like your VTuber that you would like to share?
Well, if you want to know, I have had something in the works that I wanted to kind of develop into a small RPG maker game that I wanted people to play and enjoy on their own time. But if you want to get some intel on what it is or might be, it's basically this. So yeah, right. I'm Akey, a bunny, right? You can see me like this. I'm somewhat human. At least I got everything right, except for maybe the ears and tail. Not great as that, like magic and stuff, but the friends I know from the Underborough are pretty skilled. They would probably do a better job than I did, blending in at least. But there's a lot of bunnies down there, and the Underborough is essentially a place where magic and anything you could imagine is possible. So therefore, nothing is real and everything is real at the same time. It's kind of surreal. There are breaches where you can get out to the real world. Hi, hello, here I am. Yes, and I really found it super fascinating that humans can't really enchant stuff and do things that they do down there. So I wanted to get to know more, and that's kind of like how I got into Twitch and got knowing friends here. But it's also like a thing that we bunnies is known for being pulled out of hats. Well, that's not far fetched, because if you are of the bunny race or whatever we call it here, you would be able to see those portals that you can travel between. I have my hat for a reason, okay? It's a portable portal. How could you not? And that means like traveling isn't that difficult, sure. But I want to see the entire world for myself, and now I got to see a part of Greece, so I'm very happy. But yeah, that's me. I've been always a sort of an oddball, and I guess I have to practice my magic skills. But someday I'll be able to pull off cat spells, or hopefully I can get some Nias there. Because I've been seeing like I want to do an honorary Yandere take. I just have to learn a bit more before I can get those ears and stuff. It's actually more difficult than you think, but hey, practice makes perfect.
Yeah. Speaking of Yen.
Yes. Perfect. A shout out. Oh heck yeah. I'm gonna see what kind of clip this is. I wonder when it pops up on stream actually. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, there's no sound on. Is there? I can't hear it on stream. Oh well, that's how it goes, I suppose.
Well. Moving on then. Well. What do you typically do on a day off? Like, what are your hobbies and all?
On my days off, when at least for as long as I've been VTubing into this point, I've either been kind of like working on school assignments, hanging out with like friends in general, getting out to the gym, and I've also been drawing, of course. But generally speaking, it's just daily normal life. It's not like that amazing, I suppose. I wish I could say that I've been doing all these cool things and stuff, but I usually work on like 2D, 3D models, trying to make actually a game with a couple of friends. And I think it's gonna be fine. I'll see if I can reveal something about that in some stream sometime. But yeah, I can't really think of that much. I actually play more games now, and that's all. Maybe something I could add to the earlier part of what changed. And you could say that I was into games before, but I'm a bit more of a gamer, actually skilled in doing things since I started VTubing. Because on my own accord, I've been trying games, and like maybe it's something that I would not usually prefer. Because before I was always working on 2D art and improving my skills and stuff. But yeah, I usually hang out with a lot of friends a lot of the time. So the time that I'm free is either doing nothing or talking with someone I know online in real life. I have a couple of friends that comes over from time to time, which means when I try to be social on Discord, people are like, "Hi, are you not gonna hang out?" You know, and I'm like, "Oh, I have to go." It's like surprise visits all the time. Yo.
Oh, Tempest, Litreal, hello.
Hi, y'all. Welcome to the stream. You get a special wave.
I'm just gonna go and open a window.
You go and do that. But supposedly, yeah, I could do a lot of different things on my free time, but I choose to just generally spend it casually, I suppose, not doing much. Oh yeah, uni was ending for me too, so hey, heck yeah, give me 5. I've been busy as frick with that too. I was gone on my vacation stuff just when it was ending, so my final assignment was during that point, and I had to spend like an entire day of just finalizing the assignment, getting all the information I needed. It's not like it was that much fun, but hey, it was needed, so good on you getting that uni stuff done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that time of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. I was kind of a bit unlucky because I was supposed to get more work done and be able to apply for a few jobs this summer to be able to have something part time.
Mm.
It didn't really work out that much. I didn't have that many searches, and now it's kind of like a too late.
Ah.
So it's good that I saved the rest of the year
Mm.
to get summer over with essentially. And that means I'll probably be focusing on getting some VTubing stuff done.
Mm.
And commissions, maybe. That's basically what I'll be doing.
Mm. I was
Mm,
coming in to say, yo, and Shikaraki, you need to dash soon for some stuff. Oh, okay, I see.
you got dash. It's okay. Thank you again for stopping by.
That's totally fine. You go and do whatever you need to do.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun hanging out with Shadow, but if you need to go, you go. Right?
Yep.
But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say now, but whatever. It's okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Ah. What's your favorite season of the year?
Oh, we're going there. That's actually very difficult for me to actually nail down because I'd say that all the seasons have something that I really enjoy about them.
Mm.
And I am struggling to choose if it's spring because of the rains and flowers that pops up with a nice smell. But I'd say summer has like the greatest smell and all the vibes. I think I enjoy summer more.
Mm-hmm.
But the coziness of winter is also kind of in the number two. Partially, I'm very biased because my birthday is in December.
Mm.
And autumn is nice for the leaves just leaving the trees and becoming orange.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. But I'd say summer, I think. Yeah. Yeah. That's my final answer. Did I get 10 points?
Well, that's nice. That's nice. Meanwhile, I'm not biased. My favorite seasons are my favorite season is like spring, but also like fall, and that's primarily because of my car. Because it's a drop top cabrio.
Yo, really? That's
Mm-hmm.
so cool.
So like the summer is kind of feel. I think like to me like the summer feels a bit too hot nowadays. Like
Oh,
of course, like driving with the top down will be of course like have this like kind of like bit of a cooling effect, of course. But I mean, if it's like freaking 28 degrees or something outside, what does that help?
yeah, right. It's one of those things where it doesn't really help at a certain point, right?
Mm.
I think I enjoy the fact that people are cruising though in the summer, and that looks so cool. If I had a car like that, I would. But I used to be stuck, and I would have said autumn if I was stuck in my old car. Oh my god, when I was going to work during the summer,
Mm.
it was pain because the
Oh.
AC in the car was broken, and I was sitting in like
Mm.
this car that is very dark, and it attracted heat like flowers attract bees.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was basically like sitting in a sauna, and
Mm.
I couldn't have the window pulled down because yeah, well, you'd guess that these ears are not only for show, they are also hurting very much when there's a lot of wind.
Mm.
So it was kind of like that situation where I had to endure it, and the only thing keeping me company was my phone with music on.
Ah.
Yeah, and that was my save. I essentially just learned the Beastar's second opening because I had to keep distracted. So I know it by heart. Yeah, get it.
Yep, yep. um, right. Another like favorite thing kind of question, like favorite holiday, like you know, like celebration stuff.
Holiday. I mean, I would be partial and say Easter because of bunnies, but that's not really what Easter is all about. And Christmas is not the same because, like, it kind of changed from the point of becoming adults at the holiday itself. So it's not like when you were looking forward to opening everything. And I mean, that whole season is kind of ruined by outside things happening. So it's not like it used to be, I suppose. So I'd say Midsummer's Eve is pretty good. It has the summer vibes. It has the same food you have at like Christmas and Easter, as well as some summer delicacies, which is strawberries. That only happens around that time of year, like included.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it, I think. Or Halloween actually could be one, but I don't really get the chance to dress up because I feel like I'm silly by going out and not being a kid celebrating Halloween, because here it's not as popular as it is in the US, so it'd feel weird.
Yeah.
And conventions doesn't really count as like a holiday, so
yeah, like indeed, as you said, like the whole thing with like Halloween, it's celebrated quite different, kind of differently here.
yeah, it's like I was actually out in Halloweening once when I was more of a teen, and people were half the time just saying, "Get the frick out of here!" The fuck?
Yeah, and I live on the on the countryside, so even so, like going trick or treating wasn't even possible.
Yeah, I remember asking my mom and Bun, if I could go trick or treating. But it's not that commonly celebrated in the Underbrow. Who'd have thunk? So I would have been walking like alone in the woods at that point, and that isn't optimal. I would have been the only kid too, so no one would have celebrated. It was no use like going out. But having the princess outfit I had I was feeling so good about it. I wanted to go out and Halloweening. But my parents' solution at the point was just getting me some candy instead. Just be like, Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, it's a good time, I suppose, to like watch, like movies, Halloween themed movies and stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch those kind of
no.
movies either, so it wasn't like I celebrated them a whole lot. I didn't even know what the not Halloween After Christmas. What is the Halloween / Christmas movie called?
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah, right. I didn't know about that movie until I was like 13, maybe. So I think that was way off, but I think if I did know about it earlier, I would have found it both scary and not really enjoyed it as much, maybe. It's like one of those things I wish I'd known earlier about, but on the other hand, I am a big scaredy cat.
Like speaking of like Halloween and movies, like one of the few like Halloween movies I can like remember like on the top of my head. I don't know, like it's like, what was it called? Halloween Town or something, I think.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween. I mean,
I'm not sure if that was the name of it. Let's see. Oh yeah. It was. Yes. Halloween Town.
That song is infamous. Halloween makes me think of Missing Halloween. I don't know what is that a movie too?
Oh, hello, Santa Claus.
Hello. Yeah, I just kind of feel like there's this one thing that I remember why I'm a big scaredy cat. This one episode of South Park that was airing when I was a kid, and I was watching and I thought it was cartoons, so I was with my daddy bun. I was sitting there and I really wanted to watch the cartoon that was on. I didn't realize it was like for adults or anything. It was just pretty colors for me. But what ended up scarring me really badly was this episode where Cartman becomes like a tentacle monster-ish thing because of his handy book or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those that like has pens, pencils, papers, only one in the bookcase kind of thing where you open up for school.
No.
And he had an advanced one which was trying to take over the world, and that episode I kind of felt ill because he was transforming into this weird monster, and after that I had like scars for rest of my life. Then I saw the episode recently actually, and I was like, it's not that bad really actually. And yeah. I kind of got like this icky feeling when I see stuff like Dead Space, alright? They have cutscenes where they transform into these alien creatures, right? I was seeing them in 9th grade and I almost puked because that reminded me so hard about like that specific episode because it was basically the same thing to me. And and nowadays it's fine.
Sadkov says, "Man, remember the Squidward creepypasta?" Sorry, I don't. I've never like
Squidward creepypasta. Never heard of it. Yeah. I would be really happy to know. So you could actually show me later or something somehow, or I mean, whatever way is possible.
And hello, Sarno. What are you?
Lunarian.
Squidward suicide lost episode. Okay.
What is Lunarian? I don't know.
Oh, please, like, you don't need to heed much mind to Cerno. Cerno says some odd things.
I see. Either way. Hi.
Yeah, indeed, Satikov. Indeed. And for anyone who's curious about like Akey's like channel and like her Twitter and like all, you can just write exclamation mark Akey in chat and it will, and the links will come right up. The command is in the title of this stream, so
that's so cool because I always forget about that stuff. And yes, rabbits do live on the moon. How did you know? Did you take, I don't know, secret footage or something? I haven't been there because I come from a different place, but I know that there's some guys up there, but I think they're hella much radder than me. Yeah. There's a lot of rabbits on the moon.
Yeah.
I got to hear about them from legends, but I haven't really seen anyone communicate back really, so I don't know if they're actually there. I wish I could know. They don't have hats, so I can't teleport there either. I doubt that the oxygen would be the same too. It's one of those things we have to figure out.
Cerno boats cringe on me. You're not wrong about that, I suppose. Cerno, they doing Toho and doing Mario, rabbits on Lunarian moon residence.
Exactly. But I think it's kind of strange having rabbits on the moon. Don't you think it would make more sense having mice? Because the moon is made out of cheese, right? It's not carrots.
Yeah.
Or is it that it's something else? We haven't really been to the moon. I haven't. I don't know about you, Shadow. You're like multidimensional being, so probably. But
I've seen some. I've spotted some activity on the moon. I haven't watched it too closely, but I've seen some happenings on there.
Well, you're as old as time, so you should know. Dinosaur. Dinosaur. Dang.
Oh yes, well, as you know, this Lord of the Void has been around for a very, very long time.
Well,
way before the dinosaurs.
So what came first? The universe or Big Bang?
Did the universe come from Big Bang?
No, I don't think so. I haven't seen pictures. It's not proven, but if you tell me, then I might be able to put it to rest.
Well, I saw the creation of the multiverse.
You saw the creation?
Yes.
Was, is that you, God? If there is one?
No,
Are you one?
Well, some see me as one, but I don't call myself one.
You're right, Serena, but we don't talk about that stuff. It's not safe. It's not safe here.
Yes. I've Serena been to the moon in my last series in the Big Bang History. Oh, well, Serena is Serena, so, yep.
It's alright, Mama.
Stuff like that is strange stuff is to be expected when Serena shows up, so.
Taking notes.
Yes.
I'm gonna write this down for a second occasion or something like that. But yes. Sereno likes rabbits on the moon. Dot. Okay, I think I got you down.
Anyhow, that's enough of
Shenanigans?
That's enough of a tangent. Onwards with questions. Favorite foods?
Do you have to ask? No, I'm just joking. I don't know if it counts as a food, but my favorite thing to eat is ice cream. Ice cream is good. Yeah. If it's not that, I'd say that I have to think. Think. Favorite thing to eat. I don't actually know what would be like a favorite thing. There's so much, honestly, but I could be very canon and say carrots is a pretty good option. But combining both carrots and ice cream, I think you got a match made in heaven.
Oh.
Have you ever had carrot juice you made into like an ice lollipop? Yeah, that's good.
No, but now you kind of make me want to try that.
Yeah, just get some carrot juice in the store. I think they have some. It's all about being green and veggie, right? Being very healthy, and part of that is like I guess carrot juice now. So I could be like leading in that and making cool treats. I suppose.
And speaking of carrots, this afternoon I had some carrot cake.
No way.
Yes, way.
You're okay. This is meant to be. You're running into another part of food that I would really appreciate. I had actually carrot cake yesterday. Dang, didn't see that coming, huh? I actually love carrot cake a lot. It's so good. Sweet dessert. It's so good.
Yes. And so I had to go say that we're gonna grab some lemon sorbet.
A lemon sorbet.
Yes.
That actually sounds good too. And like sour things, like sour candy, A+S tier. So good.
What do you mean quest givers are no?
Quest giver is your next quest is going to the moon and just seeing whoever lives there. If there is activity, there must be something, right?
Well, I suppose so.
Or maybe it's the cow jumping over the moon. Not sure.
Yeah, maybe there are sheep living on the moon.
No way. If there are, I have many questions. I need to ask a specific VTuber, I suppose.
Well, however,
I don't remember
maybe
name, but they're a VTuber, so I'll pop into their channel randomly. They don't even know me. I just saw them. I have to ask.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's how. Let's see. Maybe counting sheep is how they ended up on the moon. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, like going to the place like the moon where the side you're on, everyone will constantly be sleeping. That's genius. That's how the sheep counting began. We're establishing history here. Aren't you seeing the pattern? I am. And I think we have come to a truth.
Yes, history in the making. We were born to make history.
History. Wait, what? You know that song too?
Yuri on
Have
Ice
you seen
opening,
the
or not?
Pingo
Well, it's
AMV? Oh right, it's the Yuri on Ice, but Pingo has like an AMV edit for that, and I love it.
I haven't watched. I haven't watched that, so
I'll show you later.
I haven't watched anything like Yuri on Ice. I just know of the opening because I don't know it. Some openings get so how do I put it? Iconic, or well
Yeah,
known, or I don't know how. Yeah.
I really need to watch Yuri on Ice if I'm gonna be real honest. I have a friend who's really into it, and I promised that I would watch it, and I got to like the second episode or something, and now I don't remember squat, so I have to restart.
um. Oh, well, we were kind of like talking about like watching shows and all. Like, when one is watching like shows or like movies, like, that kind of stuff. Um, one might have something like to drink. What
Mhm.
now? Like, so that leads me to the question. What's your favorite drink? Like any like beverage in general. Like,
Mm, yeah, okay. So typically, water would be the one thing that Sweeteners would drink a lot, right? Okay,
mm-hmm.
okay. I'm not like that. I drink a lot of Monster Energy drink, specific flavor, Nitro or Pipeline Punch is good. The Doctor too is so good, and then you have. Is there anything? No, that's like those three I usually drink, and sometimes none of them are available. So I'll have the white one. I don't remember what it's called, but it's Ultra, I think. Yeah, I know my energy drinks, and that's what I do most of the time when I'm gonna watch a movie, because when it gets dark, I get tired. Bean. Mm-hmm. So I think that, yeah.
Oh, and like speaking of like having like something to drink while watching like a series or a movie or something, like this reminds me when I went to the cinema about a month or so ago, like it's sometime early May I think it was,
Yeah.
and I watched the new Doctor Strange.
I've seen it too.
And I opted to not buy any soda because of the prices are ludicrous.
I didn't care. I hadn't been to a theater since 2019 before that point. And I was like, let's go all out. And what happened was that we essentially got everything. And at the end of the movie, when there's a post-credit scene, usually I really needed to go to the bathroom. So I said, to hell with it. I'll go anyway. And I missed the scene. But I'm like, whatever. I can't sit through this any longer. I was literally about to explode.
Like while I like at the end there of that movie, like while the credits started rolling, there were like two people that got up and like was on their way out, and then like almost like I think like almost like when they got to the door came the post credit scene, and I was sitting there thinking like, oh well, good well, you didn't miss that.
Yeah, right? I mean, people are usually very quick out of the cinema when there's not one of those. But I actually had a education in making like movies and stuff and cinema stuff in my school. So that kind of included TV production and making movies and clips and stuff. I didn't take the photo course, but I got to learn that actually watching to the end through all the credits is only courtesy to the makers of the movie. So if you liked the movie, then sit through the credits to be what's it called, like artig, what,
polite.
Yeah, polite, to be polite. All right, sit through the entirety of the film, including the credits, and then you're polite towards the makers. That's how it works, at least from what I gathered.
Let's see here. Well, I'm continuing on there. Favorite snack?
Snackies. Okay. So, I've been changing that around a lot lately, I'd say. It used to be one of those things I couldn't get that much, which was chips. Because I didn't have that much money, honestly.
Yeah.
Growing up, so I was like, okay, ice cream. Yeah, that's it. But with time and jobs and like generally growing up and being able to make your own decisions, I've come to the conclusion that either I can go for really anything, but if I judge it on snacks per se, like I like pastries, sure. I think either that like chocolate ball pastry stuff, or cheese doodles, the hot ones you can get. Those are pretty good, I'd say. Extra flaming hot cheese doodles. Not Cheetos. Cheese doodles.
Yeah, cheese. Yes.
The only good hot Cheetos, extra flaming hot Cheetos, is from the US, and they're not around here. I've been tasting them like exactly twice, and they color your entire hand red.
Oh.
There's so much powder. Jeez. But I still want to get my hands on them because the ones available are not the same. Not at all.
Yeah, like OLV ostbågar.
Ostbågar. Eller ostbollar.
Yes. The cheese doodles, the cheese balls.
Cheese balls or cheese doodles. Yes. Oh, yes. I didn't used to enjoy the cheese snacks specifically because they get stuck in my teeth. Having buck teeth, making everything stuck in the front, it's not good. It's good for chewing carrots, sure, but not really that much for cheese doodles, unfortunately.
Yeah, and well, like, I remember like when we have like cheese doodles or cheese balls like at home, like it's just so easy to just sit there and like eat and eat and eat, and like all of a sudden you're like, oh right, maybe I shouldn't just be sitting here and eating so much.
Yeah, and another thing on that, like they're best if they've been open like the night before. You're supposed to have them. That is when you get the best out of them. At least that's in my experience the best. But it's hard not eating them instantly. So yeah, I can forget myself sometimes just going through it like, oh shoot, I was supposed to save these.
Yeah, it's so easy to just like when there's a bowl of the
when there's a bowl, there is a hole.
Yes, a hole to fill.
Bruh. That sounded more sus than I thought. Yes. Like honestly, than I wanted to afterwards. Yeah. So what else?
Yes. While we're on the whole like thing, while we're all on like talking about like, you know, the sweet stuff, the stuff one would like enjoy eating and all. Any favorite candies?
Favorite candies. I was thinking sour candy, like I said before. I think soda pop bottles. They never get old, and whenever I have some, I want more. So I think that's a good answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many points is that worth? Did I win?
Perhaps.
Sour candy is the best though. Like generally chocolate, okay, good, but you can get too much and you get stomach ache. Gummies, oh well, they get a bit chewy after a while. This really sweet stuff, they make it hurt in your teeth. But the sour things, like when you feel like you're done, and you don't have to specifically want more. It doesn't really get stuck the same way because they are the bottle texture is kind of like foamy, I suppose, and they really they kind of expand and melt on your tongue. And I think that's the best.
Yeah.
And once you're out, then it's fine. Like you also don't get the whole "it hurts in my teethies, please help me." I have to go brush my teeth instantly, or like my tummy aches because it's not that amount of like it doesn't go to the point where the amount exceeds your tummy, so it doesn't hurt afterward because you were too gluttonous. I guess so. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, like while we're like on discussion, I might like as well talk a bit about what I enjoy for candy, and for those who know me, they know what that is.
What candy?
The black gold.
Licorice.
Yes.
You're my mortal enemy. Get away. Nah, I'm not for licorice at all. Like, I have tried liking it, and I have so many friends that are like, "That's the best candy, Akey. You should get into liking licorice. There's a licorice for everyone." And I'm like, no, get your cursed candy out of here.
Yeah.
The only thing I thought for ages was licorice was the wine gums that has like the black coloring, but that's actually black currants. So I was poking away the best flavor, and I can say hands down that flavor is the best one. So I missed out due to my very picky nature of licorice. Okay, and sweet licorice, I can tolerate that. I can tolerate the mint sort of thingy, Läkerol. And that kind of works, yeah, sure. But other types of licorice, it's not the same. It just tastes a lot.
Well, like a few years back, my family, like knowing like how much I love licorice, gave me like this box with like 4 different like cans of licorice candy of like the more finer variety. I don't remember exactly the company name, but I remember the name of one of them. No, like the candies they make. Oh right, it's from a company called Haupt.
Yeah.
They make that. Let me tell you, like, it's not cheap licorice. They have let's see, what's the weight on this thing? Some volume. It doesn't say there. It's fun. Like 250 grams for €8.
No way. That is so expensive compared to like all other sorts of candy. Hey, okay. I actually know one licorice I found to be good. That's the pipes you could get. Like the smoking pipes that looks like your grandpa would probably hold. Yeah, those were actually something I enjoyed. But then they took them off the shelves, at least in the area I was at the time. I didn't see them for a whole long time, and I still don't see them very often. But when I do, I'm like inclined to maybe buy one, but then I never end up doing so. So it's not like I wanna. Oh shoot, I need some licorice. That's not me. But if it's available and someone is like, "Hey, would you like one?" I would not say no.
Yeah. Like speaking of those like that like expensive licorice, like I saw like they had a few different like a little stock, a small stock of a couple of different varieties of like the ones that helped make. At I saw them at like Hemmakväll. Yeah, they were because they were even the price
Even more
there was
expensive.
even higher. Yes, they were like 12, 13 euros.
Jeez. Oh, hey, by the way, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have a quick toilet break? That would be amazing.
Yep. That's
awesome.
fine.
I'll be right back.
Yep. And while Akey is on a little toilet break, chat, how are you feeling? How are you feeling on this day? How has your all's days been? For any of you who might be there. And for any viewers, of course, both here on stream live now, well, or if you're watching this later on the VOD, on if it's on YouTube, feel free to ask questions that you'd like to forward to that we would like to ask Akey. If there are any questions you would like to ask Akey, either write them in chat if you're watching this live on Twitch, or write them in the comments on YouTube if you're watching it there. But yep. Let's see. There's nothing I missed here in chat. Is it? Nope. And yes, how long has we been going for? 1.5 hours. Still some questions to go.
Hi, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes. So what you got for me?
Yes, what's your favorite video game?
Oh, that's another tricky question. But hey, if I had to choose one I've come back to multiple times, I'd say, because like that's a test of like how much you like a game, I suppose. It would either be Persona 5 or Spyro the Dragon, the first PS1 game. That is my classic go-to, and I think I streamed it like for a while on my channel way back. So that was one of the things I think I'd come back to the most, if anything. So yeah, in terms of video games, that my jam. Like RPGs and adventures, like 3D platformer collectathons, pretty good stuff.
Yeah, like speaking of like Persona, like when I saw that announcement that some Persona titles are coming to
Xbox.
yeah, and like and Xbox and Windows, I was like, yes.
If it's coming to Xbox Windows thing, I might be inclined to actually buy that to be able to play it here. And I would love to do that with the freaking Persona 5 Royal. It's so good. Holy crap! I want to do that now. But
I've been wanting to like play the Persona games, but I've never had any of the like consoles they are on.
Exclusives is like that, yeah.
I've never had a PlayStation. The only PlayStation I have is a PSP Go.
Dang, you didn't even get its PS2 when they were hot.
No, like my family has never been like PlayStation. We've mostly been like in the Nintendo side of things.
Oh, because we had this one game which was something I wanted to play on my channel sometime, which is Disney Golf. I want to do a versus challenge with that and some friend of mine and see how far we get and have sort of challenge with it, because that was one of the games I absolutely loved having multiplayer on and something we played as a family growing up. Good memories, man.
Yeah. Memories made with
That's
games
why
are
I have a
always
capture
great.
card. I need to get some of my faves like out there. I collect PS2 games and nostalgia and like anything geeky or something I don't know from beforehand. That's my collection. I essentially like buying bad PS2 games to just take notes and see what the frick they were up to.
Oh, and well, like speaking of like favorite games and all, like there are some. I have some like favorites of mine that I someday want to stream as well. Like not like it's all like games I have on like 3DS or so.
Ooh.
Only issue is that for me to be able to do that, it's kind of a tricky process.
Understandable. I have to go through like when I play on PS2. I have a converter to HDMI that converts like the output from that to something that I can play on the capture card, which makes some delay. And I've noticed it's about 0.20 or 0.30 milliseconds of delay. So playing any like game that involves timing, like one of those music games, it wouldn't be possible because I'd be delayed all the time. And I would have to guess wherever the delay is to make those perfect, you know? It's not something I would be able to do.
Yeah. And like like speaking of like games with like timing or like rhythm games currently, like I have a rhythm game like on my phone that I have like streamed one or two times. Yeah, I mean like it works like it works fine like streaming it and all, like with the plugging my phone to my PC and capturing the phone screen through software. But like I mean there's always like this small there's always this like small delay. I don't know if that's because of my computer hardware or something else, but like I mean it's negligible.
Yeah, it might be. At least it works. I haven't even thought about streaming from phone, honestly. But I've heard that some VTubers actually use their phone for capturing their avatar. Which I've been thinking about, but maybe someday.
Yeah, that's true. Like I've been doing that like too with like an app on my phone that I connect to VC Face. Like that app basically like emulates the kind of stuff that iPhones do, I guess.
Oh, right. There's a lot of things you can do through phone from what I understand. So it's not like it's that uncommon, I suppose, but yeah.
Yeah.
They are definitely better cameras than the desktop cameras are. However, I'm pretty satisfied with the one cam I have, and I'll see if I get to that point where I want to upgrade even more and just get the phone to do it instead, and just do all these smooth movements and hand tracking and whatnot, you know.
And like the thing of like the whole camera kind of thing, like I might get like a better webcam at some point, like to use for like tracking.
Yeah,
because using my phone as tracking, like of course it works, but it's not the most ideal because all of a sudden your phone is like, oh hey, I need charging, and
yeah, it takes a lot of battery power, so you have to do some sort of setup where it works both ways. And that's kind of like the tricky part.
Yep. Let's see, where were we? Of course, this question.
What's up?
The old classic question when it comes to gaming. Console or PC? And reasoning behind.
Okay. So hate me or not, but I think that consoles is my jam because I grew up with a lot of consoles. I have essentially had every PlayStation up until now, including the PS5. So I've been on that spectrum for a long time. Some Nintendo consoles like Wii, sure. The Nintendo Switch, obligatory. And it's just because like I've never had that PC experience because I was never chasing like the optimal experience on PC.
Mm-hmm.
So my PC has always been kind of subpar. It even is now. Whereas console, you don't have to worry about those things.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm not really that into FPS as it is. So those worries where FPS were are like I guess like optimal with mouse and stuff, sure. But then
No.
I play those few games that I actually do enjoy on a PC. But generally speaking, I would probably prefer to just play it on console,
Yeah.
and I just keep collecting there, so I don't see much reason to just go for the other one.
Yeah.
But with streaming, I've been growing my Steam library a whole lot. So with streaming, if that's a part that changed, it's definitely me going to play games on PC more than console. So yeah, but I still play console games on stream, which I have been. I guess that's it for that. I guess it's
yeah, no,
not much more.
like I can relate there. That like I'm definitely more like I've I've more been favoring consoles for like most of my life. Never been like into whole like PC gaming kind of like stuff because like most of the game, like basically all the games I want to play are on console. So
Yeah, and I'm guessing that that spectrum is more on the Nintendo side then. The only thing I'd say though is that like I think I missed out on a big thing. Like I wish part of my family would have been more for Xbox because I've been very keen to preserve games. And that you can even play the first Xbox games on the current consoles, and I really think that's great. You can go back in time and just still keep your games instead of like having to buy a new version of the same game. And I don't know. I think that business practice is way better. Something that PlayStation used to be keen about, but I guess like getting PS4 and PS5 games on the PS5 is okay. But not really optimal. The PS4 has been probably the worst in the bunch because you couldn't even play PS3 games, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, you could only play PS4. So the backwards compatibility has been like a huge part that I think I missed out on, and kind of want me to get an Xbox now because Microsoft have been doing some interesting things, and I think that could be cool. But still haven't got one, and I don't see myself getting one anytime soon either, sadly.
Yeah, like that's it's quite I guess like quite an expensive purchase. like it's not like super expensive. It's not like compared to the other things. It's not like expensive like in that kind of way. But like it's still quite a good sum of money that they cost. Like, and of course it's all the games.
So. Yeah, that too. I think the exclusivity of the games on PlayStation has been better in terms of like quote unquote casting. Because the games that has been exclusive is the ones I've been enjoying a whole lot. The series that I really want to play. Well, Microsoft has been all about Halo and FPS is not my jam.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed.
So, yeah, I basically know nothing about them. So every time someone is playing like an FPS game that's really famous, like Destiny or something, I'm like, okay, so what do you do? What makes this separate experience from something else like Call of Duty that I haven't seen before? Not really that much. So that's why I kind of tend to feel like they're all samey in that regard.
Just go around and pew stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the one that sets out very different example is probably Splatoon. But I haven't played that either, which shows how much I actually do care about that sort of gameplay style.
Yeah, like another like game in that kind of like vein is like Fortnite, a game that I've completely that I have a complete like I don't know like lack of regard of, or however to put it. Like I don't give much of a damn about it.
Yeah, I was playing Fortnite with a friend without the building in way back, like Noboru. I was playing with them the last stream they had before they went,
Wow.
and that was really a lot of fun with friends, sure. But it's still not something I'd say specifically, oh, I care about this game so much and I would love to play it again. It was more the friendship that was part of the experience that made it enjoyable. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, I mean, games typically are more enjoyable when you have company or, playing it with someone, like friends and all.
Yeah, it's kind of like the situation I had with Dead by Daylight. Okay, people don't hate me too much, but I don't see particularly why it's an enjoyable game. Sure, I believe that being the monster or the hunter could be fun, but I haven't really tried it. But I was trying it with another streamer who constantly streams the game, and it was fun because I was there with someone who enjoys it and like there's good company, right? But the game itself never really spoke to me at all. I feel like I was doing the same things and running around doing the same kind of junk, and yeah, I didn't really particularly enjoy it. Neither to watch specifically the game or just be in the game and just play with. It was weird, and I still don't get it. I suppose that it's something I'm missing. But I still see, like, even now, there's 2 streamers I follow that's streaming the game, and I don't know. I don't get it.
And well, like, when it comes to, like, games, when it comes to, like, games that I don't, like, play or don't really, like, don't really plan on playing, like Dead by Daylight and Fortnite and other FPSs and whatever. Like, I mostly like watch someone streaming, not for like the game, but the person.
Yeah, I feel that so much. Like, it's one of those things where I enjoy playing it with the people who likes it a whole lot more than I like to play it for myself.
Yeah.
To put it right.
Like the whole interacting with the person.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like one of the things that are where I feel like, come on, if we're gonna play something, I would prefer something else. But hey, okay, if this is your jam, this is your jam, and I'm gonna enjoy that for what it is. But nothing really more about it, you know.
And I mean, like, of course, like occasionally, like congratulating them on like any like wins or like some other kind of like achievement in the game, like just common courtesy or whatever. Like when you're there, like watching and chatting, like
yeah,
like even if you don't really care about much about the game itself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for support.
It's all about making the person you're watching like happy, I guess.
Yeah, right. I feel that. It's an experience to say the least. And making someone else happy is fine in my book. As long as it doesn't really take over too much, I just generally think it's a good idea to be there for your friends too. I suppose. I don't know. I don't have that much to say about it really.
Yep. Support your friends. Support those who matter.
If you dare.
Yes.
Okay.
And speaking of support, of course.
Support all the streamers.
Support the ban.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the shout out.
Oh, this again.
It's just hacking fun to just hang out and just be back and away, you know? Oh my goodness. I love that.
And I suppose that will serve as a good segue to the next question. This question, yes. Favorite anime / TV series? Go off.
Okay, favorite TV show / anime. Okay. In regards to TV shows, I really like animated stuff. I'd say that Steven Universe is one of the TV shows that has a special place in my heart. While I do enjoy that, I would say that I have recently come to really like The Boys, if you've seen it on Amazon Prime. Yo!
I've seen an ad or two for it. I haven't watched it.
Homelander. Oh, man. That's... Oh, my God. Like, I love the acting in that. And I've honestly not seen the last 3 episodes, but what I saw on Netflix for Arcane was really freaking good. And the only reason why I haven't watched it the last 3 was that I was supposed to watch it together with someone else, and it's been, I don't know, 2 months now, where it's just been like radio silence on that part. It's not like we don't talk or anything, it's just that it's not been mentioned, and I suppose that next time I mention it, we'll be getting into it. In terms of anime, I think Spy X Family has been great recently. Honest, by God, it's so good. And favorite character, like Lloyd Forge or Anya, or freaking everyone in the show is so good. So yeah, that's what I kind of watch. I watch a lot of cartoons specifically, and when it's not cartoons, it has to be hell of a good show to make me watch it, because I think the charm from the animated stuff really catches my eye. And when it comes to designing characters to just general jibble jabble.
Yeah, well, that's fun. Well, like personally, I in regards to like TV series, like, well, not really much of like a. It's not exactly. It's I don't know if one could call it a TV series. Like it's more of a. It's more like a movie series because, but there is some kind of continuity in them, I suppose. The like the Beck and Wallander movies.
Oh, have you seen Commissary Speck? It's pretty good too. It's a comedy. It's actually one of the movies I watched way back, and I barely remember anything, so I'm thinking right now, as you mention it, that I might get back to it because it's like one of those films, you know? And I think The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is something I still have to watch myself, but I haven't. It's one of those famous Swedish movies that got international, right? But I didn't ever watch it for myself, so I probably have to make myself the service of just getting to it, you know?
Yeah. You did.
That's how it be, you know?
yeah. I mean, like, the crime procedurals, they are so good.
Yes! And I can recommend a movie I was watching yesterday. It was the new Chip and Dale movie. It was good. I was surprised, actually. I didn't think it would be that enjoyable, but it was.
Well. Maybe something to check out eventually.
Yeah, I definitely would say that you'd like it if you liked Rescue Rangers, you'd like this one. Except for one specific thing I was hoping for the entire movie, but no, it didn't happen. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. Not until you've seen it, at least.
Meanwhile, I have never even. Meanwhile, I have haven't even watched. What did you call it? What did you say it was? The Rescue
Rescue
Rangers.
Rangers?
Yeah.
Någonting händer. Någonting skumt på gång. Never?
Yep. That's true. Never.
You've missed Disney time.
Well,
No way, dude.
yeah, well,
What about Tailspin? Nu sticker vi.
nope.
Ja, flygplan, ja, flygplan. Hipp hurra, för här kommer Bumbibjörnarna. Nothing?
Okay, that one I know.
Disney time! Come on, man. Darkwing Duck was there too.
I mean, like growing up, I didn't like watch like super much on TV, but I didn't like watch like extremely like much. I didn't watch like I didn't watch very much TV really.
Aw.
And we only had like the like state-owned channels or whatever they're called, like in English, you know, like the ettan, tvåan, fyran, sexan, och kanalen.
But that's the thing. They were there on specific
I
time.
know. But like I didn't watch much of it.
I had it when I was at my grandma's and stuff, and they were like, "It's time for Disney time," and I'm like, "Yay! Yay! Cartoons!" And I was watching with my uncle. Yeah, we were bonding, me and my uncle, because my uncle was, funnily enough, my uncle was like 15 at the time I was born, so he was like that old, but not that young either, I suppose. So I thought he was super cool. And then you'd think something weird happened. Well, my cousin was born when I was 15, so the pattern is keeping up.
Oh, that's fun.
The bunny squad multiplying.
Oh, well, like speaking of watching like stuff on like TV, like something I do remember watching on TV was Pokemon. I remember on like I remember there was like a Sunday or something. It was like when they were showing like some movie from like the X and Y series or something at like 6 a.m.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I didn't even know there was a X and Y series or movie / something. I mean, I wasn't like super into Pokemon at the time, surprisingly enough, but I at least knew what it was, you know. And there was a couple of animes on the TV. Don't remember watching anything else than Transformers, but apparently Sailor Moon and Silverfang was on, and I don't remember either. But from what I was told by my parents was that they remember very well because I was watching it religiously, apparently. See, we didn't have internet or anything, so what was out there to do was essentially just drawing, games, TV. So, yeah.
Again,
Growing up in the digital age, taking over.
Yeah. Like I have this like vague memory of like seeing Cardcaptor Sakura on TV, like here at home, like, and that honestly felt kind of odd because like, why would they show that on Swedish television? Like on the middle of, I think it was also in the middle of the day. I was like,
bruh.
Huh? Like
that sounds so strange. I've never even heard the thing. So I guess I was totally out of the loop on that one, honestly.
Yeah. Like that was odd.
Yeah.
Because anime on Swedish television has never really been much of a thing outside of like Pokemon.
Yeah, not really. There's been some, but not that much, I suppose. I just remember Broom, which is a car. And Bjarnes Magasin, and then you have like I don't know, Winnie the Pooh, something. A lot of those things were going on for a while. But yeah, there was a lot of strange shows, and one specifically I still haven't been able to find. So if there's someone out there that can help me identifying what the show was actually about
Mm-hmm.
/ called or whatever, or if it's a lost pilot or something. Because I've been looking for this. There was this Swedishly dubbed pilot episode of something new I remember
Mm-hmm.
watching way back. And I don't know where or on which channel, if it was like the local channel or something, but everything was dubbed again, so
Mm.
I'm not sure. But it was about this blue detective Blue. He was called Blue, but he was also blue in his hue of tone and skin and everything. And he was like presenting, or at least his hair was blue. Something was blue. Anyway,
Mm.
he was talking about stories that went wrong when he worked on cases or something. And one of the stories that was retold and animated was about a girl that sold her soul to the devil to be able to play the violin because her dad was not approving of anything else.
Oh.
And being able to play the instrument well. And I saw this many years back, and I still don't know what it is.
Mm.
It's like one of those ghost shows that I must have made up or something, but it feels like nothing I'd be able to imagine at the time.
Ah.
Because I was a really good kid, believe it or not. And I didn't really think about anything like about hell or selling your soul to the devil. Come on. And that seems like kind of a harsh thing to get out on those channels too. And it was dubbed. I'm pretty sure it was. So it must have been greenlit by someone.
Mm.
And I still have no idea because she was soulless and her dad was being in despair because he was regretting having her being playing the violin, even if she was doing so perfectly, because she was no longer a human being. She was just a husk, essentially,
Ah.
taken at the end of the episode. And then it kind of just ends.
Mm.
And I remember it so vividly, and it was so strange, and I was having weird feelings in my gut about, like, this is kind of horrible. What the heck was it that I just watched? And then I was talking to a friend about it too. And they were saying that there were strange cases about like TV show episodes that they remember vividly, but they never happened. They
Mm.
were watching like a blank screen, and then afterward they were like, okay, um, so this never happened apparently. And that kind of frightened me if that was one of the
Mm.
occurrences, because I remember it so well. But what if it didn't actually happen? That kind of like is a scary thought to
Yeah.
me. Really weird. And it doesn't seem like one kid show would do that. So it might be a lost pilot. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Viewers, if you have any idea of what of what that might be,
Yeah, I only know the plot. So yeah, it's hard to find. I've been searching forever.
Mm.
Like we're talking 10 years here.
So if you know anything, and if you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment if you know anything.
That would be really cool to see if anyone knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it when it comes to shows, really.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, and in regards to me, well, one of my favorite shows, well, all-time favorite shows, I suppose, would be, well, those who've been around for a while with me know that it's Made in Abyss.
Ah, that's such a good choice. It's such a good anime. Okay,
Right?
it's it has the feels and it hits it so weirdly because when I started watching it, I wasn't expecting the things to happen.
Mm.
Oh my god, how gory it is too. Jeez. I was not prepared, and
Yeah.
I don't think the characters were either. So it's a good watch. If you hadn't seen it, recommend.
Viewers, if you're gonna watch, like, if you've seen like Made in Abyss like before, like not actually watched it, but like seen, like promotional materials or whatever, now you know you shouldn't be fooled.
Hi, TJ.
Hello,
Yo,
TJ. Hello.
what's up?
How you
We're
doing?
we're just vibing here. I'm getting questioned by the inspector to make sure that I'm not being bad person. Question. Yes. In this case, I am a witness, and that's why we're having this interview publicly.
Yes.
So you can shun and shame me for not being able to tell the truth ever. Joking, of course.
And this isn't the.
This is the right place. That's wrong, Akey. You're just delusional. Yes, I know. And that's why you're here, right? Right?
Yes. Sure.
Am I in the right room?
Oh yeah, sure. Maybe you walked into the wrong room. Getting asked all these questions about you.
You know everything? Oh no, I screwed up. I'm so sorry. I apologize for being so whack, but I have to get that out of my system. It's been too long, honestly.
But like,
everyone in real life is just looking at me weirdly with that dirty eye, throwing the looks of like, what the fuck are you on? And I'm like, nothing, guys, nothing. And they're like, sure.
Casting strange looks over the shoulders.
It's probably my ears, right? Do I have something on them? Do I have broccoli in my teeth?
No, I don't think so. I don't see anything.
I don't think that's the case, is it?
Yeah.
No. Oh well.
Well,
jokes aside, that I think that's the strangest things that happened, and my favorite shows in the bunch. Yeah, Made in Abyss is the best.
Well, but like while we're on that topic, like I might as well like talk a bit about more recent stuff. Like for me, yeah, I haven't watched like particularly much anime like recently because various reasons, school reasons, like the streaming taking up time and all that, like leaving not much time to watch anime really. Of course, now's the summer, so I will have plenty of time to do so. So that's something. But like anyhow, from what I have watched, well, I've been watching Shield Hero, and that's good. I mean,
I haven't heard about it.
Rising of the Shield Hero.
I gotta check it out. Okay, so I have to remember this till after stream, or at least until the VOD's up, okay?
Yeah, like Rising of the Shield Hero, like it's pretty damn good. Like people had some complaints now about like the first half of season 2, but I kind of ignore those. I ignore any and all like comments people are saying like online. I barely watch the Crunchyroll comment sections at all. So.
Oh.
I mean, of course, those comments. Some of the comments I've seen, I can maybe somewhat agree with. That there are some things that might feel a bit off, but overall, I think it's good. It's a good show.
Then I definitely have to see it.
And I mean, they announced season 2 and 3 simultaneously, like 2 years ago or something. So we know for a fact there is a season 3 coming, and there is more than enough source material for season 4. I'd assume.
Hell yeah.
And possibly season 5, depending on how they split up the season, like episode wise, like and all. I mean, the first season was like 25 episodes, so.
Oh, dang, that's a lot too. Hey, okay. Something I recently also watched that is kind of old at this point is The Devil's a Part-Timer, and I think that was an enjoyable show. Yeah.
And that's getting a season 2.
Yeah, I heard, and that was the reason I was like, "What is this? I haven't seen it, so why not?" And it turned out I liked it. It was good. There's like a lot of shows probably that I don't know. If you guys in chat or anyone in the comment section wherever this is, like if you got any good shows, give them to me and I'll check them out.
Yeah. Viewers live, drop your recommendations in chat. Viewers
Hell
on
yeah.
YouTube, drop them in the comments below.
I need some material. Mwah, the good stuff. The ones I can make the memes.
Yes.
I like cutting together AMVs, so that may be a material using later. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh, and speaking of AMVs, like what there's this there's a con I've gone to where they had like AMV like contest like thingy where like you would submit
Oh,
like
you've been there too?
AMVs.
I'm supposing that it's Nikon.
Yeah.
I love the AMV contest. It's so good. Hopefully, I can get there too this year too. I remember them having a really good one, which was about what was the anime? I can't figure it out for the life of me. But the one that won last time they had the competition was so good. Like the quality of the entire thing is. And there's always these nuggets of gold. Like the fan favorite was one year this like big huge guy saving the girl. I don't know what the anime was, but he had like a silly face with big fat old lips and black hair like any other anime character, but he was like really super buff. I don't remember what it was called.
Right. I think I know I think I know like what you're which one you're talking about, like which show,
Yeah.
which anime it
He
is, but like
came
I don't know the name.
setting like out of the building in fire and everything. He came for her in any situation. It was kind of like goofy too, because he was drawn in like a goofy way. So I really appreciated that one when it won on that con. So yeah. That means I might be able to see you there next time. Who knows?
Doesn't let's see. We do. Can I do that? Come on. Where are you then? Screenshot it is. And we do this, and let's see, where do we have you? There. This? Is it this? Sent on Discord.
Sending on Discord. Yes, it's that one.
Yeah, it's called Ore Monogatari.
Oh, is that the name?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Heck yes.
Yep, so now you know. Right. Yeah, speaking of Nakon, like, I've only been to Nakon one time. And it was during the summer.
Mm-hmm. I've always been there.
And it was during the the dreaded summer of 2018.
Oh, I was there and it was so hot.
Yeah.
I am not one for heat, but somehow Narcon is always managing to get like the most heat week of the year. Like the record high heats, okay? Holy crap. I remember I wanted to cosplay and then I instantly regretted it when I got there, so I never actually got in cosplay. The heat. And they were even saying that you should not have any heat for your cosplays because it will be hot. And I'm like, yeah, sure, like the prediction's gonna be correct. And when I got there, like there's a record heat at the moment and I'm like dying. And it's lucky that there were water stations, but what I'm missing the most is probably the bubble tea they have there. Even if it's probably concentrated by like, I don't know, black magic or just generally something that is very man-made consistency or whatever, like the taste is very not natural. But I still like it, so I can't help myself. I have to have some bubble tea. It's so good.
That reminds me, let's see. Oh, there it is. Let's see, where's Discord? I got one of these like during NerdCon.
Yes, it's exactly one of those.
Yeah.
I like them, even though people say they taste weird because of the manufactured flavors.
They weren't cheap though.
No, they are not. I will have at least one, but not more. I'll have to decide carefully what flavor I want next time.
I remember it was like 6 or 7 euros.
Yeah, they are very expensive. That's kind of like their thing, I suppose. Especially since it's a convention, I can understand, sure, because there's a lot of people that are willing to pay that amount, including me at least once. But hey, it's only because it's once a year.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, while I'm sharing, when I share that image, I might as well share it now. Let's see, because you said you have been there like every year. You said.
Yeah, since 2014 or 15, I suppose.
Until
and then
the
it
pandemic
hasn't.
hit. Then like one couldn't attend in like physically, and it was online.
I didn't attend for the online one because it's not the same thing. So, 2019, 20, 21 didn't happen. So that was 3 years in a row.
Yep.
And yeah, I've been missing it for so long. So it feels like it was yesteryear that it happened. Because we were such a big friend squad there too. We were like 10 people getting together and like doing everything, going to the arcades and stuff. I really have a lot of real life friends who enjoy that sort of stuff. So we always go together. And that's also partially what I was talking about, like on my free time. I have so many friends that want to come over and do things, and some of them have been keeping up with me on my VTubing too. So that's always nice to have someone in the back and just be like, "Hi, how are you, matey?"
Because as I was gonna say, like there at NerdCon when I was there, I saw this. Let's see, and sent.
Oh yeah, that guy was so epic. I loved it.
The Lego guy.
I imagine the heat from that guy being like hot enough to boil eggs. Oh gosh.
Luckily, that seemed to be a cloudy day based on this kind of image. At least it was probably a little bit cooler than when the sun is out, but like I mean, it was probably kind of warm anyway because it's summer and.
Yeah, it's still hot.
Rin,
oh my
thank
Lord.
you for the raid.
Hi, Rin. Hi, everyone. Welcome, Raiders. Hi. Yo, Papa Wolf following too?
Oh, thank you, Papa Wolf, for the follow.
Hello, we here. We are doing things. And hydrate and stretch too? Oh man, you're demanding so much.
Will do.
Yeah, how were you not? Have some water. Okay, I was telling this earlier, but I usually don't have water for streams. I have energy drink to keep me going. Stretch!
Yes! Indeed.
A drink. How are you, Rin? I've missed you. I've been gone for so long. And hi, Papa. So many cool people. Yeah, Shadow, I've been talking about anime and stuff, and what we prefer to watch, essentially. But Rin coming in with the Poggers raid, that got me some energy boost. God, not gonna lie, it's so cool to see you guys.
Which is your favorite anime?
We're, I don't know where we're at, but yes.
The one where I hit Scarlet over the head.
Oh, yes.
That's my
Welcome back and favorite.
Yeah, nice to see you here, Papa Wolf.
Hold on, I have a feeling Scarlet will find some kind of pleasure out of that. Never mind.
Has to support all the tubers.
Never mind, I'll take it back.
So how was the stream, Rin?
I will take it back on the account of.
Tell us all the details. I am eager to
bottom.
Know. What did you do? What were you playing? / drawing / whatever you do. Because you're cute as heck. I can bet you.
Adorable Eldritch Nightmare.
Exactly. You're on my mind thinking the same thing. We're jinxing right now.
Regardless of how much she denies it.
Yes. That is the thing. Rin, you're terrible at lying. We all know you're cute and adorable.
Yes, I was drawing a meme for the execution on her way of life. Oh.
Yo! Poggers too freaking red! Going drawing. I mean, I wish.
Yeah.
Like, I am terrible at drawing on the stream, if I'm gonna be honest. I feel so much pressure still. I cannot, for the life of me, hide it. But yeah. That's what we do.
Rin, the oxymoron is so great. Calling you adorable is...
It's my favorite pastime to call you adorable, actually, so I have to. It's obligatory, okay?
Yes.
In terms of question, I don't know, what was the question again?
We were just like talking a bunch about like anime, and then all of a sudden we started talking about NARCon.
Yes.
And speaking of NARCon, the only time I went there, like in 2018, there was this time where we sat, me and like one or two friends sat down with a whole bunch of other people and played Cards Against Humanity at like 10 p.m. in the evening until like 4 a.m. or so.
What day?
It was, I think it was Friday through Saturday.
Oh, my God. Because it could have been you, but no. I was playing Cards Against Humanity around that time, but the day before, on Thursday, the first day.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I don't entirely remember like if it like the day like, but I know we were like at the start we were like a dozen people.
Yeah, so that means it wasn't the same crew, because when I was playing with that one guy, he gave me like for free, like one of you can put mugs and stuff on it, like a thing, underlag, whatever it's called, like
Coaster.
and of coaster, yeah, of Pikachu having like a yarn ball, and after the fact that someone pointed out that it looked like organs/entrails, I really didn't see it as cute anymore.
Oh no.
But hey, it was free.
Oh, but what I do remember though is that like after like that day that we played like Cards Against Humanity, I got up at like 8 a.m. I mean, yeah, kind of standard, like get up kind of early in the morning, I guess, during convention sometimes. But as I said, then that game of Cards Against Humanity was like at 10 p.m. or around there it started.
Yeah.
And after it was over, my like the friend that I came there with, like he was like, yeah, I might go to bed, and I'm like, okay, I might probably just roam around a bit and like check things out. Well, I didn't then go to bed until 6 a.m. and woke up at 8 a.m. So I went and slept for 2 hours, and then I was awake for another full day. I think I was awake then until like, I don't know, 12 or 1, like midnight or 1 a.m. I think. Afterwards.
Yeah, sleep isn't something you do at conventions, right?
Indeed. I remember the very first like day, like or like the first night rather, like I don't know, we went to bed like, oh, the funny thing, like me and like a small group of friends like that, it was me and like a friend of mine and also kind of a friend, like we were like 4 people like that came like that like lived like close, relatively like nearby each other, only like a couple of kilometers, and
Yeah.
we all like knew each other, and we all were like this like anime interest and all that stuff, and we planned like we went to NARCon together, and I mean me and one of my friend and one of my friend and a friend, like we went by train. The other two, like I think they went at like different earlier in the day or by some other means, I don't know exactly, but anyhow, we then met up there at the convention, and then we went to we like left our things at the convention, and like me and my friend, we left our like, you know, like our bags and stuff, like, and then we headed to the cinema and watched A Silent Voice.
Oh yeah.
And then afterwards, I think the movie like ended at like, I don't know, what was it, like 11 or something like that. I think maybe around there could have been. We then went out. We then was like, okay, now we're gonna go back to the con, and then like we checked and like noticed like, oh shit, there are no buses going at this hour.
Oh God, I am not used to taking the bus when I'm there because I have always been sleeping around there within either the sleeping area or like with a van or something like that is caravan stuff. But we have always had access to a car, so yeah.
So like our first night there, we spent like 2 hours or something, I guess, something like that. Like just like walking, like finding our way like back to the convention after
boy.
having watched the movie. So that was fun.
Oh. But that must have been an experience, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
walking that late out is actually kind of cozy, at least in the summer. And they do have some sort of like burger place in the near grounds of the school where it's at.
Yeah.
So yeah, going there is probably not that far, and then you can go like home, I suppose. But that means you and I have technically been to the same places and might even have seen each other at one point.
Yeah, that's possible.
It's very possible. It's actually kind of funny because I do have a friend that was at a specific meet thinking that, oh, those are just a bunch of nerds. And then later on, we just happened to meet up at the same university. So then after a while, like after getting to know them, we confirmed that we were at the same place at the same time at one point and attended the same convention and stuff. And they were like, was that you? And I'm like, yeah. And again, like, what a bunch of nerds, but at least I can respect you now.
So yeah, we like got to chat about a bunch of like things on that walk. I mean, that was great. Like, I don't think it wasn't actually that like particularly long, like distance. It was like only like a couple of kilometers or something. I think like between the cinema and the like con, like, or the the university campus or whatever.
Yeah.
But like navigating through a city you've never like been to is, well.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way because first year when I was there, I was not really knowing my surrounding at all. It was a lot of like stuff to remember, and I don't know, I never really got familiar with outside area that much because I didn't walk through it. So
yeah,
it wasn't until way later where I started recognizing where I was.
Oh, I'm like I remember like afterwards, like I think it was like on the last day, like, or like actually like at some point during the convention, I got to kind of like get a tiny bit acquainted with someone my friend knew from like the year before or something like that. Like my friend had like been to Narcon like a couple of more times and got to know some people, and like there was this guy that he would like me like the group that we would like hanging like that, like we would like it was like this thing like we would say like on the last day, like me, my friend, and like that guy and like some others, we were like some apartment building. I think like I don't know if it was that other guy that lived there or if it was some other person in the group. I don't know, but he would be sitting like in another room, and there would be like this like joke like, oh, he's watching La Blue Girl.
I could see that happening. Oh my gosh. There's so much memories of that place too. Like there's so much to remember. Also, hello again, Al.
Yeah.
You are so welcome back.
And like speaking there of like memories of NACON, I remember one I think it was like evening or night. Like me and my friend, we were like walking back to that like sleeping area, and on the way there, like we passed by like some people, and there was like this dude. I have no like he was like said like something. He saw me like said something about like Jesus, and I was like, what?
What?
I was like I don't know. He was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, like Jesus, it's Jesus or something." I was like, "Okay." I
What
mean,
is flapping words? Wait, what? No idea what it is. Sorry, dude. And apologize.
like,
Shadow, yes, go.
I don't know. Maybe I had some semblance to like the typical depictions of Jesus. I guess, long hair, and like I guess a bit of
I
a
knew it.
beard.
You are a god. I mean, honestly, I remember Carrot Man. He was there for a few years. And we have like the diaper Leo. I don't know what he was. He was a lion with a diaper, and everyone made like a meme of that.
Mm.
That was interesting. And then you have the meme of someone shitting in the shower. I don't get it, but people are weird as fuck.
I think
At least over there.
actually, also, I think elfing means the means black ingvars.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, though.
It's a music group. Yeah, I barely listened to them other than like one song I have on my on the PSP Go from like the previous owner. So
I'm like here. Should I know this? Also have good night, good late night snack. It's
yes.
the Nickies.
But yeah,
Hope you're getting something good.
I so want to go to NARCon like again, but like I was thinking like last year or something like, oh, this year like 2022 I will go, and then like things
Yeah.
happened, and I was like, yeah, no, it won't happen, like because I got work, and
I'm thinking like I've been debating getting tickets, but I should. I just wanted to confirm that I would be free for it, and it looks like it will be fine. I'd even have like a sleeping place, not directly on campus or around, but like outside in the city. But I'd have a car still, so it wouldn't be fine.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I already have sleeping covered, it's really only the ticket, and I probably should, shouldn't I? But I'm still kind of like debating because I'm saving money. I actually got confirmation that I'm getting into the campus in the US. So I got to know that during the time I was away, actually, that I will be attending the university abroad seas. So cool. America next. I just need to get the papers in order, and I still haven't even begun, and I got home like yesterday or something. So or the day before that technically, but yeah, it's just a lot, and I don't want to do it. But it's necessary, so I have to pull that through this week. So hopefully it's done after that.
Yeah, like I mean, like I have like only one day. I have only like one day during like when NARCon is happening that I have off from work, and well, going to NARCon like for just one day, like considering where I live is kind of so. I mean, it would because I live like approximately like 250 kilometers away from there, and it would take me probably like 4 hours or so to like drive.
Yeah, I used to have that amount of drive to get there, but it's so worth it every time because it was so much fun. Hey, conventions are precious. Meeting new people and just generally have like, even if you have like a temporary contact for a while, like even if they're not like becoming your best friend or whatever, you still get to know new people that you would probably not have met otherwise, and I think that's something to celebrate.
But like next year though, I definitely I hope I can go the entire thing.
I hope you can too. Honestly, it's just what are those things you have to do at one point or another?
Oh my, like, oh, by the way, like, you know, like how like you can like also like have like panel, you can like apply to like host or hold like these like panels and meetups and stuff like that.
Imagine having a VTuber meetup. Damn. Yeah, I would out myself in seconds, honestly, just because I wouldn't have like a virtual VTuber there. I would be sitting there myself, right? It would be weird, but it would
But
be
like,
very enjoyable.
but like imagine that's like having some kind of like you would be or like you would be in like a different location and like basically have like um, it would be they would like connect you on like this like some kind of like call kind of thing, like video call kind of thing, and they'd be like projecting you on like the like some screen or something, and like there would people be there and like like this like kind of panel, but like you wouldn't be like be there in person, but you'd be some other place, but still be connected.
Yeah, like behind the curtains, wherever.
Yeah, something like that.
That would be very weird, but it would be super cool at the same time.
But like also like thinking of this whole like VTuber like IRL slash IRL like IRL VTuber IRL kind of like thing, like there was like this like video I saw some weeks ago, I believe, that got me like thinking, like you know how like there's like this thing like with like augmented reality and like these like goggles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that made me like think like imagine like that kind of like thing, but like also like if you think something similar to how it is with, for example, ordinal scale SAO, you know, if you've seen that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where like you see something like completely like different.
Yeah.
And it would be running some kind of like program that like you'd be like connected wirelessly to like some network or whatever, and like then you have
Hopefully it would
your
be
V,
stable.
and then you would have like your VTuber avatar like over you. Imagine like VR chat, but like not
In
on
real
the
life.
yeah.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. Maybe in the future that happens, but unfortunately, from what I know, all the augmented reality stuff has actually been patented by Microsoft for their Xbox camera. So anything that is augmented is not possible for companies to actually explore further with, which would have been super cool. But yeah, Microsoft is being a big cuck. For as good as I talked about them before, I think that's a big shame. From what I remember, just in my studies, we were looking into augmented reality stuff, and that the possibility of it growing for as long as that patent is in is basically zero. You'd have to come up with an entirely new way of doing it and not using cameras, which is with today's technology almost impossible.
Yeah.
Like the concept cannot work without that sort of thing, because the concept itself is based around that, and I think that's a huge shame actually. Because I think that it would be super cool. Like, think about the possibilities of everyone having specific glasses. Like, we were watching these future possibilities when I was in school, like where ads and everything, like it was very dystopian-esque, where everything was displayed to you and having like a layer on top of reality, and it was integrated into your brain, so you couldn't really get away from it, but they were there, and everything was like a layer on top of reality, so it seemed very real too. And I think, like, if you were to go on and become, like, the avatar you are, like, as a layer on top of you, like the Snapchat filters, I think that would be possible, technically. But it would also kind of be a very futuristic-esque technology, but still being able to see that, like, imagine the possibilities of everyone being able to be their best self. But on the other hand, what is true self? And you get into these philosophical questions, which I'm all about, but it's not like everyone's jam, so I understand.
Yeah. Oh my god. All that. Yeah. I'm thinking.
I'm scared now. You're taking time. It's like you're questioning if this question could be the end of my life or the beginning of like something very sinister, and you're afraid to ask it.
Mm-hmm. um, da, 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 da.
What if it's like the most impossible question? It could be like
Well, actually, like if we go back to, I suppose one could say like an earlier topic, a bit.
yeah, we've been
What would
going
you say?
way
What
into
would you?
tangents.
Well, an earlier topic. Uh, what would you say is your like your like most like uh best thing about VTubing, like to you, like the best thing in
Hands
your
down,
experience?
from my experience, like the best thing about YouTubing is probably meeting new friends honestly. Like, okay, so there's a lot of good parts, honest. It's doing games, talking to people, and like making designs and stuff. But making real friends, like I'm not talking superficial, like you're making network and you're doing like whatever, trying to just, I guess, like what some people do, clout stuff and things. I really appreciated the real people, that the ones that really were honest, going for like a real friendship, where I'm seeking kind of like the same thing, and just expanding my actual knowledge of like people to just hang around and have a good time with,
Yeah.
because that meant I was never really alone. Even if I'm alone, like not having anyone in real life around, I still have someone to talk to, and even if they're not there at the moment, I know that someone could pop in at any time, and you could have like the best freaking talk ever, and like get to know them as well as yourself, what you really think and feel in terms of uh, like this difficult questions, or just chatting generally, or something. I think that's my absolutely favorite part, getting to know someone else. It's not about me usually, it's just listening and getting new perspectives has been very eye-opening for me. So I think that, yeah, that's probably the best part. Yeah.
Yeah. I totally get that. Like, because like honestly, like one of the best, like the best thing, like, or like one of the best. I don't. It's hard to me to like pinpoint like right now on the spot. Like, but definitely one of the best things about like this whole like VTubing experience has been like meeting new people. Like honestly, um, like like before I went into VTubing, like the like really like the only like people like the only people like I had like contact with was like my like small group of like friends that I've that, that like
Collected like Pokemon.
no like this like small group of, like friends we like meet up like at someone's place like every now and then, and all like we've been like knowing like each other for like uh I don't know, like kind of like the past like oh actually it must be like, let's see, it's 2022 now. I've met the first one in the group in oh, that must have been in like sometime in like 2015.
Oh,
So like
so yeah, a long time ago.
so like I don't know, about like 6 years or so, I guess you could say. Like I've known like the people in the in that group. So and that's
Yeah.
and those are like the only people I had like contact with, like friends like I had contact with like before I went into this like VTubing thing. Pretty much.
All right, I guess I'm one of those people that kind of swap friends all the time. It kind of depends on what kind of how much I've grown personally, and I think it's very healthy to have like new relationships too. To be real, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for VTubing.
Yeah.
Because... just sitting here talking to you, and that's absolutely progress too.
Yeah, like yeah, indeed. Because like I don't like I like of course like everyone like goes through school, they got classmates, maybe they make friends and all, but like I have like no contact with any of my old classmates from like any year, any like parts of school.
Yeah, well, actually,
And not.
that's not true for me, but almost, almost. I get you.
Like,
I wish that wasn't the case, but that's how it is.
yeah. So I kind of feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm being like more, social. I guess you could say, like, overall.
Yeah,
After like entering the VTubing thing, I mean, of course,
yeah,
like I
I
was
can relate
social.
to
I was
that.
social, of course, with my friends, but like outside of them, like the only people I were really like social with otherwise were like my family and
Yeah, I can really feel that too because if I'm gonna be really honest, it's like I used to hang out with the people that I was around, sure, and like whatever I happened to come across, and that's still probably the case, but I feel that a lot of the friends I made in school was mostly because of necessity. So, because think about it, you're forced into the same class with a
mm-hmm.
random bunch of people that you didn't choose really,
Yeah.
and you just have to suffer through that or suffer. I don't know about suffering, but you have to live with that kind of decision that someone else made for at least 3 or more years. And I don't know, kind of feels like if you meet someone randomly and you just kind of bond,
Yeah.
get that connection that you wouldn't have been thinking was possible before that.
Yeah.
I think that's the most genuine kind of friendship, really. And I've had one of those happen through school. Other ones were like very generic friendships that I had to have at the time
Yeah.
because I wasn't really a social butterfly way back when. And I think in order to survive social context like school and just making it feel like it's worth your while, you have to make friends in some way.
Yeah.
And I managed, but it wasn't great.
Mm.
It wasn't until way later when I got to go on conventions or actually I went on martial arts training and I got to get to meet so many wonderful people because I got to know people there that had their own friend groups and today they're my best friends
Yeah.
because like that whole friend group kind of like swallowed me up and instead of me being like here are my cool friends. There's few friends like that I could really say are poggers as frick, but other than that, it's like those few. And then we have like this slew of friends. I'm talking like we're in total. If we would be getting together, all of us, we would be at least a room full of like 20 people.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we are so many people, and I don't think there's a few key friends. I would say that if they weren't there, most of the other guys wouldn't be there either. But those few people happen to be a lot of people's best friends, so it just kind of works, and we all other people get along, even though some are freaking drama queens. But that's a case in itself. I hope you don't watch this. Particular person who might take offense, who doesn't even know. But yeah, they're from years ago, so I don't think that's any problem.
Yeah.
Really. So yeah, that's kind of like a cool thing. I don't even know.
Yeah. Oh, friendships come and friendships go, I suppose. Some of them
Yeah,
do
they really
anyway. Some of them do.
some of them stay, and I believe firmly that you can choose your family. So friends are like family at one point. Like after the point of like getting over the awkwardness, it would be kind of like, hi, who are
Hello,
you?
Shuhart. Hello,
You know,
Shuhart.
all of our in real life friends watch us as secret. They just waited for enough material to do a PowerPoint presentation on all the stuff.
The more
Bruh,
you know.
no way. That would be me, Buffer Bunny times 10, okay? I
Oh.
hope they're not watching. I know some are, actually. And I was actually talking with my uncle about like I came out of the wardrobe about VTubing, and they were like watching one of my clips, and they were like, "What language you're using? What the frick? How did? No way, that's you." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, right." Jokes on you. You don't have in real life, right? No, I don't. I'm just telling you guys so that you'd be jealous. But the real truth is that I have nobody, and I'm actually very lonely.
Oh, you're not lonely.
No, I'm not.
Turned in a little bit, but I didn't want to. Yeah.
Oh my god.
No worries, Shoe Hearts, no
Don't worry
worries.
about that. Jeez. I love talking to people in chat. You should know this.
Yes. But yeah.
Akey say yeah to people in chat.
Yeah, Akeyseia, yeah.
That's a new pronunciation. Some say Akeyseia. Akeyseia. There's been many iterations. And I mean, my favorite is probably Akeyseia. It's good, right? Akey. I'm feeling a bit achy today.
I'm gonna say,
Oh.
Another clip? Is that so?
Give me that villager. So we
Yo,
need to,
let's go.
do
Let's
some
see
real.
what happens this time. Oh, this is so far back. It has a lot of memories.
Do you have my tools?
This is
still?
from when I hit affiliate, and I was playing with Bunny Lord. And actually, it's Wednesday today.
Yep.
I should reach out to Bunny because they're apparently free on Wednesday, so I can finally talk to them again. And I haven't been talking to them since January when we had our collab, like in voice chat. That was the last time because they have been on hiatus, but they're so good. Like actually, the one person I missed the most from when I started out is Bunny Lord because they're so cool, and I just vibe so well with them. I don't know. You were there, right? For those occurrences. At least when I was doing one of the things, you must have been. I'm pretty sure. I just think we vibe well, and I miss them. Gosh darn it.
But yeah, Shoeheart, we're doing great. We've been
talking
for
yes,
almost like 3
great.
hours. We've been talking for almost like 3 hours.
I could go for 12, honestly.
If only that was possible on my end.
Yeah. I understand people having lives, but I don't really have a life at the moment.
Oh, it's not really like that. Regarding like, it's not really like that life comes in that way. But like,
oh, sleep? No, that doesn't happen either.
oh,
don't worry.
No, it's not a sleep issue. Like, it's more of an issue that no Wi-Fi past midnight. So.
Oh, is that so?
At least while mom is home. So as of Friday, though, I can stream for however long I want, even past midnight. I mean, on weekends I could go until 2 a.m. and it would be fine. But this weekend and for the weekend after that, I can like even do. I can stream until like even like hacking like I don't know 3 or 4 a.m. even. if I feel like it. I can even stream for fucking 12 hours if I felt like that.
I have the lucky situation of being able to stream for as long as I want, sure. But I'm thinking more about the neighbors.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any neighbors. Well, I do have neighbors, but they're in a different house.
Yeah, well, I'm wall to wall with mine, so I'm like a bit hesitant of that whole ordeal because yeah, people have work and they have lives, and not like me though. I don't, or I at least don't have like a regular rhythm of doing things, which I really should have because it's good for you. But and I do things as they come, and the few things that are actually set out in the week is Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Go catch the big weird freaking bunny and this. Yeah, cool. We cool? We cool. Yeah.
Beware the bun. Beware the bun.
Yes, beware the bunny.
Yes, beware of the bun.
I'm scary. If you look away for a second, I might chomp you.
Oh no.
No, not you, Shadow. I'm actually terrified of what you can do.
Well, yes, considering I plummeted a planet or two into eternal darkness.
Yeah. Oh, Shadow, you're so cute. Can I pet you? Oh, do you need something? I can get it for you. I would never do anything wrong. Or
Yes. Yeah.
Am I good? Am I free to go, Shadow, Lord and Savior of everyone?
You're a good bun. You're a good bun.
Okay, good. So, to everyone else out there, like, if you look away, I will be biting off a thing. I am very much joking, so don't have to worry that much. I don't bite often.
Bunny got chompers.
Yes, I got my teeth for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's so funny. I have to bounce back. It's too much fun. Oh jeez, oh lord.
Yeah.
She's being silly again, doing voices and stuff. She's hilarious. Oh, what the frick? Twitch can't even allow this much fun. What the frick is she doing?
No. Oh, the
I'm annoyed to be with. I know you don't have to spare the compliments. Give them to me.
The buntastic bunny.
If only. At
Mm.
least I can pretend for a moment that that's true and say we'll give the benefit of the doubt, but we all know that if anything, bottom line is like at least you're not lying on the floor dying somewhere during stream. Sleeping though, we can throw that out the window. Talking about same things, yeah, that's out of the question too.
Yeah.
And then there's like you and me here, and that's somewhat on the say so spectrum. Whereas if I was alone, I would probably be going insane at this point in one way or another. We know this at the.
Well, on the spectrum of say so and say so, Asrin knows, and that some of you others will become aware of. On the spectrum of say so, unsay so, if you see it like a scale, I'm kind of in the middle of that, so ha.
Shadow. What the frick? No.
You thought I was pure?
Shadow. There's a dark side, and there's a dark side. Don't join them.
Yes.
Don't join them. They want that, okay? They want the dark side to happen, but I know better. And you, hush. It's no good.
Because Rin, you know Mason.
Jeez. I mean, okay.
Enough about that.
Being on that topic, though, I would say that I would probably land somewhere in between two. It's not like I'm going full on say so all the time. But I like dirty jokes too. They're kind of funny. Not gonna lie. I'm just not certain what I can say to Twitch. If I could go balls to the walls with everything, I probably would. And you'd see like, oh no, I was actually close to doing that thing. I have a thing where I can just, oh my gosh, and I'd do it on Discord, but
Like,
yeah, I
and
don't
like-
want to make people awkward because it's apparently doing things. Let's say this.
And like speaking of,
No, actually, we shouldn't because that's gonna be that's gonna be clipped. So no way.
yeah. Shoeheart, if you're still
That's
here.
the only part.
Shoeheart, if you're still here. Remember the Doge and discourse.
I should probably stay out of this one. No way. I mean, having fun with Shoeheart is absolutely the best. Oh my god. Actually, Shoeheart is also one of the people I've been looking up to, because
Mm.
the discussions that I've had with this bean is amazing. We were doing like collabs with Phoenix, right? And I remember one specific time where we were up till like 2 a.m. just talking, or maybe 3 a.m. even, like just talking about anything and everything in general, and that was
Yeah.
so much fun. And honestly, if there's anyone I can talk to for hours as well, like if I could go for like 12 hours on this stream, I could probably go for a full 24 with Sure. Let's go.
Discourse of what, if I may repeat? I may the Dojin discourse. When chat started talking about Dojins during, I think it was one of Felix's stream, if I remember.
Oh my god, that seems rough for Helix. I remember only one time I've heard Helix be unsay so, and that was magnificent. I would have clipped if I wasn't on the stream. The funny numbers? Oh no. Are you talking about the 42s and 69s? Oh no.
Oh
Very
no.
bad.
A very
very
different kind of funny numbers.
I'm breathtaking. Take it.
Mason. Oh.
Mason jars.
Oh,
Yes.
and by the way, like actually, we go back just a tiny. Oh yes, indeed, Rin. If you go back just a tiny bit, like you mentioned, like you're looking up to Shoeheart, and well, that calls for one of these.
Yes. Heck yeah.
Select
I
the
haven't been
body,
able to
D-dog.
catch anyone's stream lately at all. And it has been so sad. But I've had a lot of fun, honestly. But I want more. It's enough. Which has me obsessed.
He even has goggles!
Dog.
He even has fucking goggles!
I don't know if you have sound on the clip.
Oh my god!
I mean, it should be.
It should be.
Oh. Well, that was a laugh. And also,
Sure, laugh is the greatest. What are you talking about? It's always good.
Also, we might as well do one number of these.
Guys, I'm
Red, shout out!
breed. Breedable. No.
Minnesota gave the dog goggles. The funniest shit I've seen. Rin, why is your heart dying? Yeah, indeed. You're right there, Rin.
I could see the stream. Heck yes.
Oh, yeah. It did sound like that, didn't it?
The thing is, I'm being silent at parts because I don't want to interrupt the clip. So it's kind of like delayed. Have to think about that. Oops. Alright. It is well worth and deserved. Don't worry about it, sure.
Yeah.
And Rin.
Actually, let's see. Can I do nothing? Come on, will that pop up? Yep, it will. Oh, of course, that won't show. Those won't show up here. That's great.
Everything will show up sooner or later. I believe.
Oh wait. Oh, okay. No, never mind. It seems I can't use those anymore. I think that just expired.
What are you talking about, Shadow? What the fuck are you
I was
doing?
gonna throw some based emotes in the chat, but seems my subscription to Shoeheart run out.
Oh, based is one of the freaking best emotes.
But yes, Shoeheart is based.
Sure, it is based. I have to agree. Wait, do I still have the sub on Shoe? Please tell me I do. Please, I beg.
They gave the dogs goggles, Morty. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
I don't have it either. No way. Oh,
no, you too. Oh, look. Here we have the savior.
Based. And the wheezing one is my favorite.
Oh Oh no, shoe heart, shoe heart.
Toothpaste, one for each of us, bruh. You should have one, so you should include a third. Okay, that's not okay. You just doing that? Mm-mm. No.
Like, no, like shoe heart is like so hella based. Like look at him like doing a stream where like he like has to like he's punished if he swears, and then like when it's finally over he just goes off the hook with the swears.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like that's based.
That is base. And I see a new emote I haven't seen before. When did
Yeah.
that get in?
Yeah, I spotted that the other day. Yeah.
Yo, I need to get a hold of Shoe Heart's emotes.
Oh, is that did that was that created because of the whole like the whole like grass bean thing?
Have this. You can have my bruh.
Was that because of the grass bean thing, Shoe Heart? Is that why you created that emote?
Yes.
After this.
After the beans. I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but inside jokes. Okay, cool.
These beans are great. Grass flavored are my favorite. Right, Shoe Heart.
Oh my god. Wait, are you talking about Bean Boozled?
Yes, indeed. He was
I was
eating those beans whenever he swore on his Say So stream.
Oh my god, I missed that. No way. No way. I want. Me want. Bro, I was doing like a suffering stream where I had to eat those godforsaken Bean Boozled. I regret having that on the wheel afterwards because I got the nasty flavors all the time.
I also added that grass like emote, you know, the Japanese haha meme emote thing, but it's yet to be approved. Precisely because I remember grass.
Oh my god. I think the least offensive flavor is probably the toothpaste one. Or blue. That's the one I could stomach without being sick because mint is fine. Mint is absolutely fine as a flavor. Even if it's beans and like they shouldn't taste like that, but yeah. I have been scarred. I cannot eat like regular jelly beans anymore because those were nasty. And I don't think anything I'll pick up next is gonna be rotten eggs or dishwater was surprisingly bad. Oh.
Yeah, Bright was toothpaste. How do you do toothpaste?
Okay, so actually, when I was a kid, like they had Bamse toothpaste, which is a character based toothpaste, I suppose. Like they're Italian, they still have them around because kids, yeah. I could eat that shit, and I did, which isn't great, but I mean, sometimes I swallowed the toothpaste instead of like spat it out because I thought the toothpaste was so good. Which isn't the best, but I learned later that it's not good for you. Don't worry.
And there was another moment during that Say So stream of Shoe Hearts where I redeemed two things. And that was
really?
fun. Yes, I redeemed Polish and Scottish at the same time. That was fun.
Oh, hell yeah. That sounds like it would have been amazing.
Yes.
Bruh. Now I just feel like I want to see that. So, thank you for reminding me that was the thing.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, the funny beans.
I hate them with a passion.
I'm gonna be honest, that stream is not a blur of constant pain, but I do remember that particular thing happening. That stream is now a blur. Okay, there were correction.
I think most streams, like when I would look back on them, sometimes there's a bad stream where I feel like, okay, this was not as entertaining as the other one. And then I look back at these horrible streams, like when I tortured myself. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting with the retching noises all the time, like, but being very real, almost puking. Ugh.
Adding the wheel and the beans was the best. Yep, that it was.
I hate that wheel. I shall never have a wheel again. Like when I celebrated for getting affiliate and having a godforsaken wheel. Worst mistake of my life.
Ah.
No. No, not doing that again. I mean, I still have something I need to do with Shuhart, which is funny juice on stream. That's gonna be good. Gotta have a night of like having fun. This is gonna be great. I will always call it funny juice though, because why not?
Yeah. Yes, and I have another thing planned with Shoe Hearts. When exactly that will happen is uncertain, but it will happen some point.
Yes, I want to see that so badly now. Already, please get it going now. I demand it. Tomorrow. No, no later. Tomorrow.
No.
As soon as possible.
Yeah, of course. I probably need my new PC for that first because I've noticed recently that my PC now can't handle too many things that open at once. I tried to have the Discord open like during my Shadowverse stream last Saturday, and just in case like anyone could like hop into like VC and stuff with me, but yeah, no, my PC seemed to be kind of struggling with that.
Ooh, yeah. I can feel that. I mean, my computer isn't that technologically advanced, if you'd say. It's like you have to live with it, and sometimes it's not that great.
I mean, then again, this is a PC from like, I don't know, 2014, 2015 or something like that. I don't know the exact year.
Yeah, same. But just about. My computer is from that generation too. It's way back. So now the processor is not to brag about. It could suffice as like a media streaming computer. Like I'm talking YouTube, or something else, which is what I'll be retiring as. I will retire it as a media computer where I'm just sticking a wireless keyboard on it and just having it near the TV. That's it. And then I'll have like a cool freaking ass rig where I'll be. I've been planning this for a while. It's gonna be great. And I think overall, like I'm looking forward to that the most.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know that much about computers that I can be like, oh, this spec and this what.
Yeah, same here, kind of. So that's why I will have a friend helping me out with that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it will be a custom build, so that's something.
Oh, wait, I will be spray painting on that chassis. It's gonna look so bunnified that you wouldn't recognize the original. You got something?
I'm just looking at that thing, and well.
I can also do that. Tell me you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Well, the cool done run out. I'll be giving it my bestest. Get reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Do 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 do.
Yeah. Hooray. Singing, yay.
I haven't had a karaoke stream in forever, but it's just because it's so much work to get through, and I reset my scene and everything, so I would have to redo it. And it's not like something I look forward to. That's the only reason why. Lazy, but I need to celebrate getting 300 followers, and I don't know how. Help me! I don't know what. I think I'm gonna do a versus challenge with someone and having something at stake. that's gonna be the 300 one.
Mm.
It's gonna be a bit late, but I think I have the perfect idea.
Ah.
Mhm.
Well, nice. Well,
Yes.
and you can see what you probably see what on stream what I have like kind of planned for a follow milestone.
Yes. An outfit optional. I am looking forward to it. It's like I have my my alternate form too. I can switch forms. I can become full bunny because that's how it originated.
And
That's why I can't act his ears properly. I'm so dumb.
And there's someone here in the chat that might have seen one or two of them.
I want to see them now, but I know that's gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
We're so
Yeah.
close though. Come on, give
Yeah.
Shadow a follow if you haven't already.
And give Akey a follow if you haven't already.
Bruh, I'm trying to promote you on your channel. What the
Oh,
frick?
please.
That's for me.
Promoting you, a guest on
You
my
promoting-
channel.
promoting you?
A guest on my channel promoting me on my
Yeah.
channel. What is
Yeah.
this?
You bet your ass I will.
What is this madness?
And you will enjoy it.
Well, we went rambling again. But then again, I don't have much in ways of questions remaining, other than like anything else you would like to mention.
I mean, I just really generally like hanging out and having a good time, which I believe this stream can kind of surmise as well as being like I believe in a few key features and whenever it comes to streaming your life, and I think that's honestly being true to yourself and doing whatever you want with your time. If you're passionate about something, don't hesitate. Just do it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be something special, and it's never gonna reach perfection anyway. So just go for it. Hit your dreams. Live your life. Do it your way. If someone else is saying, I don't know about that, that seems kind of sus, or like your grandma's on you, like don't get a tattoo, you'd look awful, or whatever. Who cares? It's not their life. It's yours. And the one in control is you. Which I stand behind every time.
Yeah.
And of course, having fun on the way is the most important. So if you can tolerate my bad jokes, welcome over. I think you'll find the right.
And well, and to add on to that whole thing there, you said, per aspera ad astra. Our aspirations take us to the stars.
Be the drill that pierce the skies.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
Tomina is such a good character. I hate the oh no, I can't go into that. It's so good though.
Well, I mean, we can always talk about, plan some other chatting about stuff stream.
Yeah, I mean, plans in general. I don't know. I've been kind of not planning anything when it comes to VTubing, and since I have a few things to do before I can actually get back to everything properly, I will try to do so on a regular schedule anyway. But I still have a few things to tend to, like I was talking about earlier. Going abroad seas is not only just going there; it's getting the paperwork in. So that means I have to pull extra weight on for a bit. And then once that is settled, I'll have as much time as I need to just basically stream every day if I want. So that's something to look forward to. I will probably stream a lot more now, because the time I have this summer is gonna be used for doing cool things.
Yeah. Yeah, well, same here, kind of I have plans on streaming more than I've been able to.
Yeah, I've been limited to 3 days a week because school was taking up the other 4.
Mm.
And the days I was streaming too, so like I've been working all the time.
Yeah.
And having a vacation in between now kind of made me go a bit slower, I
Mm.
suppose.
Yeah, like,
But I guess that's needed too, right?
yeah. Like, the work that I have this summer, it's only like that employment, like it's only like I only work like 3 days a week
Yeah.
or something like that. Like, and then for a couple of weeks, it like 4 days a week. And like
Yeah.
the earliest I start is like 10 a.m. or something like that.
Oh, right. That's
So
actually kind of getting that kind of time. I wish.
yeah, I mean, it's pretty nice times.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice time to like start at, like, because like you can get a good night's sleep and like, you know,
Still be up late too.
yeah.
It's kind of like I don't know, but I feel like a lot of jobs we have are not really suited for my way of life
Mm,
in terms of sleep schedule, but I
yeah.
mean, I just have to get used to it whenever. Right now it's not an issue, but when I'm done with like everything that comes to studies, I'll see how my streaming situation will look like, because at that point I might be working almost every day because the line of work I'm going into will be very heavy. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of like afraid that will be the thing that kills off this whole thing on Twitch I have right now. But if it is, I guess it's for a better cause. I hope not, but you never know.
Yeah.
It's always going to be like one of those things, balancing real life and online life too.
Yeah. That's true.
So I think that's the worst part, really choosing what is the most important and versus the most fun to you. Because for as much as you can live your life as much as you want, sometimes you need to do things in order to make it better. And that is coming with like hard decisions too. But I guess like as long as it's your own choice, it's fine. It shouldn't be anyone else doing it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of adding to the part I said earlier. You can be aspiring to those words and ideas, but it's not always possible. So
Yeah.
it's more the idealist inside me that's speaking, and I wish to learn as I live as I learn, but I don't always do that because it's not possible. I mean, in a perfect world, we wouldn't be having to do some things that are annoying, difficult, or anything. That is part of like a product of society, structures and whatnot. It's someone else's idea of this is what you have to be and what you have to do, and you can't do all these things. And I think that's kind of sad that somewhere along the way we kind of lost the part of freedom that we could have. Like back when you didn't have to file an organization about doing some specific thing, you could just go out and do it. But on the other hand, I understand because it's for our safety. But yeah, it's silly sometimes what they got you to sign for papers and stuff. Well, back in the day, you could just go out and do it. I know my grandparents were telling me like, okay, you didn't have to have like a proper license for driving a scooter because they were considered non-lethal. So that would have been convenient, right? Being able to just jump on and get going. But nowadays you have to go through this entire process, which I can kind of agree with being a bit too long, because I only got to ride my moped, scooter, whatever you call it, for like 3 months before it broke down. And if I didn't have that obligation, maybe I'd been more inclined to fix it earlier and start driving a bit earlier. Because I believe that you can be like 14 and drive that thing. It would have been major difference. 13, we're starting to kind of dip into the a bit too young, maybe. But 15, 16, well, then you always have almost have your license for a proper car. So waiting 3 years from that is not terrible. to me, it was kind of difficult though because I have my birthday so late.
Mm.
We're talking like the day before New Year's, so actually that's also something that is has been great with VTubing. Like a lot of people is busy around New Year's.
Mm.
But the amount of like congratulations and happy birthday wishes was crazy at the time because it was like more than I've ever been ever seen. And it was really cool to just have people that I never really been socializing with that much just wishing you happy birthday. It felt like people were caring.
Yeah.
Which is a perk. And I mean, it's just generally very cool.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it doesn't matter that much really in the end, but I really appreciated it personally because I kind of feel like since everyone in real life is mostly busy except for family, it kind of felt like the friends that remember mean a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just special. Just having made friends, and at the point when it was time to celebrate that stuff, just felt special in a way. Even though I suppose that the connection of people online is not the same as real life, for it didn't matter, you know.
Yeah.
Jeez, now I'm just talking on and on. Oh, look at me. I'm a big Shelly bunny just making noises. What the frick are you here for? Why did you choose to watch? Well, if you're still here and enjoying what you're seeing, then I appreciate it. Thank you for making it this far and just hanging on. It's so cool. This is what I mean when it comes to like streaming and stuff. Like people popping in and out and just having their two beans spread out, I guess. Like, yeah, whatever I was trying to say there.
Yeah.
Like giving a damn and just putting it out there, I suppose, and just interactively talk.
Yeah.
After the point of like being addictive to Twitch in a way, I suppose, I haven't been able to watch YouTube the same because it's not interactive in the same way. I was talking to a friend of mine talking about this. And they were like, yeah, well, I kind of like don't hang out on YouTube the same anymore because the content starts looking the same after a while. And it's not like you make it your own because you can interact with someone and say random shit on stream. That would be like a really enjoyable experience. And feeling like you're interacting and actually together with the streamer, making something cooler and bigger than yourself, like memes and stuff and very inside jokes. Whereas like YouTube is more like a very scripted and made out way of someone.
Yeah.
Like they have already cut out all the bad stuff and already have all the interesting things, but seeing all those things in between kind of gives you a different vibe, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like the same. I haven't put up many VODs from all my streams in a while because I want to edit them together. And at this point, I think I have so many, I have to make some sort of compilation of moments again and just catch up till the point I am at. So that it makes a bit more sense, because if I were to dump like 100 videos at once, I think a lot of people would be disinterested. Too much spam, you know?
Yeah. Suppose.
There was a while there when I was uploading them, but then I realized it would be more enjoyable if I edited them, but I never got to the point where I actually did that. Which is sort of sad.
Oh, wow.
I've been realizing the time is... Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That felt like no time at all. How...
Well, you know, time
So are you
flies.
a time
Time
traveler or
flies
am I
when you have
time
fun. Time
Yeah,
flies when you have
right?
fun, they say.
Because I don't want to. I don't want to keep you up or anything. But as long as it's fine, it's fine. So I shouldn't be like pointing out this stuff. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have like any like more like questions like ready up or anything.
Finish the interview?
Yeah.
What? Wait, what was the last question then?
I mean, it kind of was just like that. Like any like other like things you would like to like add or something like that.
Oh, I see.
And then just came some other stuff.
Yeah,
So-
I'm
so-
really great at just talking and keep going. So if nobody stops me, I'm gonna be the person that keeps going at the end. And they're like, Akey, Akey, shut the fuck up.
Oh,
You know?
excuse me, I have to
Keep going.
stop my cat from nearly jumping out the window.
Oh God. Yeah, I remember that. But cats, they're very independent and doing whatever they want. Sure, it's fun. They're cute. But god dang, they are relentless when it comes to doing what they want. I had a cat that I used to woke up like every morning. They were numbing my hair. So I was like feeling stale and like wet hair and numbing like when they wanted me to wake up like and I'm like waking up, turning over, and I'm like, what the frick are you doing here? Get out. I want to sleep. God dang. So I carried the freaking cat named Fart. It was actually his name in Swedish. And I called him out and was like, no, you're not getting in here. So I put them outside the door and then I went back to bed. And then they came right back in. And so I had to close the door to be able to actually finally get some sleep, even if it was like early in the morning. I've never been a morning person at all. But Jesus, at least I gave them food, so I hope that was enough, but it never was. It was about numbing on my hair, and I don't understand why. Cats, man. Dogs too, to be honest. They always want to lick my face, and I'm like, no, don't do it. I know where you've been with that tongue, and I don't want it. Even if they're supposedly cleaner than any human is, I prefer not. Hey, Shadow? Shadow?
Oh, right. I'm dumb. I forgot to turn on the mic again. The sound on the mic.
Oh. That's all good.
But yeah, I have no more questions, so I suppose like round off, or round,
Round in, round off? Yeah, sounds good. Is there any raid we're looking for?
Well, I checked through and well, it doesn't seem like there isn't like I mean there's a whole bunch of people I'm following that are alive, but yeah, I think I know. Let's see. Yep, just gonna check. Or not. Yeah, that is good. Let's see. Yep.
You've decided? Awesome.
Yeah. I have. Let's see. This. Yep. It's someone probably most of you all know, but it's fine. I don't oft raid there, so I don't often get the chance. Haven't really gotten the chance to raid there for a bit. I mean, of course, there's also the fact that I've been on a bit of a pause of streaming for like the entirety of May. Only recently getting back into it, so of course I haven't been able to raid people in a while, but.
Hell yeah.
Oh, no, it's not. Oh god, it's not exclamation mark. It's slash.
Well, as final things or like final words, I'd say that thank you so much for having me here, Shadow. I had a blast. It was absolutely amazing.
Glad to
I
hear.
would
Glad
do
to
this
hear.
anytime. Even though it might not be about me that time, it would be interesting to just generally do more hangout stuff. I always enjoy my time, and you should know that because I don't feel like I express that enough. I
Yeah.
really enjoy my time. So everyone in chat, you're amazing in poggers, but if you haven't, please give Shadow a follow. If you follow along for this long, kudos to you. I really do say that with like my full heart, attention, and everything. And yeah,
Same
the
back.
blast and everything was absolutely on me. You're both based, and you don't get to use that word if you don't have the emote. Checkmate. No, you.
Well, Akey about there, what you said. I'd say the same about you. Like anyone who isn't following Akey, like what are you doing? Go check her
The
out.
funny bunny without any brain. Yes, please do. If you're wanting to reduce your brain cells a tiny bit, well, sure. I'm welcoming you with open arms, literally. Hi, people. I'd take you any moment. Please come with me. I'll have a bag down there in the
And
basement.
one last
Well,
time.
so we gotta go with the actor. Actor is gonna be probably the most
Let's see what it is. The
star news anchor. Yeah, that could work. Super popular now.
News
Superstar actor. Here we go. We're the actor.
It's a
Robolacky, Robobud.
I wonder what I was
I
saying.
mean, that could work as well. Honestly, I think this is gonna be a lot of fun.
You're saying stuff
Hot
about the
pink
news
is my favorite
anchor.
color. I think I like
Something about the news anchor and whatnot.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that was interesting. Very interesting. Okay, guys, like, you like and subscribe if you like my Sims. I make I'm all Sims I make a big backstory thing. I kind of like go all in for it. So I kind of copy the characters there, and I'm like, yeah, this character likes setting things on fire. My own character cannot cook for the life of me, always setting things on fire. Literally, 3 out of 3 streams, they have been on setting their house on fire, just standing there, and I was putting it out every time, and the firemen just came there and like, hello. Oh, no fire?
Oh, that's
Well, bye then.
Oh yeah. One last, there was
More
that.
rating,
There
more
we had,
rating.
yeah, we had one last shout out, and there we had some closings words from Akey and me. Like so, yep. Check out Akey if you haven't. If you made it this far in the stream or the VOD, if you're watching that,
The
what
funny
are
bunny
you
with a smile.
what are you doing if you haven't gonna like follow Akey, or at least please ensure me and like promise me then, like if you made it this far, if you haven't checked her out, go and do that.
You don't have to. It's not obligatory, I swear.
Indeed, you're correct in that. They're not forced to do anything. I'm just
But if you do,
recommending them.
it's a very good carrot. Okay. I'm not using the stick, but I'll use the carrot.
If you're watching this on YouTube, any and all links to Akey's stuff is in the description.
Thinking about YouTube promos. Wow. Big brain. Never done.
Yes, indeed. And some other things will also appear on the screen at the end of the video. If you're watching this on YouTube, the end screen stuff, of course. But yes. Anyhow, of course, it's at right now as we're ending off, we're of course about to raid. course, if you're on YouTube, you won't experience the raid, but I urge you to go check out the one we're raiding anyway, even if you're watching this on YouTube. And that is my good friend.
Is it the one I think? Hell yes! Yes! Yes!
And
Oh,
there,
hell yeah.
and there, all of you have the raid message.
Ray Felix VT.
And of course, if you have the points to do so, you're more than free to spend 350 channel points to unlock any emote you want.
I already unlocked all of them.
Oh wow. But yes, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on here, Akey, and asking you a bunch of questions and getting to, find out stuff about you. And of course, it's probably enjoyable for the viewers to learn some stuff about you.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean,
hope so
honestly,
indeed.
who would like to know anything about this bunny?
Yeah, honestly, if you made it this far in the stream or the VOD, if you're watching that, what are you doing if you haven't enjoyed this? But anyhow, without further ado, have a good day, night, whatever it may be for you, and I'll see you some other time, and so will Akey.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye.